running for president here or something? Like, what is it? Like, I just want to party, man. Like,
What's the problem with your bumping your foot must be good stuff? It's totally. You just put glasses on and go mess people's shit up. Is what that's
like, oh!
Oh, what the fuck is that?
So much better than I thought it was. So much.
Yeah! Welcome to Wine and Cheese.
Yeah! There we go. We are live.
Two guys live.
Two guys live. Going on my personal Facebook page right now, because you know what I know is happening. Everybody's at home sitting down, wondering, where is Wine and Cheese? I need my election coverage. It's all right. Y'all gonna hang with us for a minute.
Go watch the cat shit in a box.
Yeah. All right. Just shared the old. It's on my personal page, Allie, if you want to go and do your thing. I'll get over here. It's election night, y'all. Can you tell by the setup?
Is that what this is about?
We on the thing. Welcome to two guys playing on their phones.
Live.
Live.
I was sharing the link so I didn't get in
the
trouble. Yeah. Trying to stay out of trouble, be a team player tonight. I'm in a bad mood, so it's like...
Why are you in a bad mood, bruh? This is fun. You don't think this is fun?
No, it needs to end. I'm glad it's over tonight.
What, Wine and Cheese?
No, the whole election
Oh,
thing.
man, you got me scared there for a minute.
Yeah.
So
People
we
been
were just...
tense, like very tense. Like you could feel it being out in the city. You know the game days, like a Saints game on like a Thursday, and you're downtown, it's got a little good buzz where people are like, they got something in common. They're going to go home and watch this game.
Yeah.
Well, today was the total opposite.
Oh,
Like,
too much
people were
tension out
nervous.
there?
Yeah, people were nervous. Nobody was really
Like you were talking about the songs or videos or
you
something
could just,
nervous?
You can feel the tension in the air.
Yeah, well, just want to welcome everybody to Wine and Cheese. This is a special election night coverage. I know you're here with us because where else would you go? And I can tell you this, judging by the trouble that the computer and the intranet was giving us, this shit's rigged, dude.
Russian hackers.
Russian hackers must have been in here.
They're trying to take away our freedom.
And our guns and our right to poop in our own bathroom.
Without a handicap access door, just in case a handicapped person decides to go to your house. Or one day you become handicapped and then you'd already have the door.
Yeah, I just don't even know why they put doors in houses anymore.
I don't know.
Just leave them open. You know what's crazy? I fucking, my parents told me that I have a little cousin. She's about 21, 22 years old, and they were at a function that I didn't attend. But she was talking about how she couldn't use the bathroom in Target because it was a unisex thing. You ever run into that yet?
What, didn't match either the sexes or something?
No. Like she's so uncomfortable about it that she couldn't even go in.
So it's just one bathroom there?
Well, yeah, in Target now they have, I'm sure this is Clinton doing this, you know, who else would do this? But yeah, they have unisex bathrooms now in Target. They don't have men's and women's.
Oh, really? Just one unisex bathroom?
Yep.
Do the stalls lock? I don't know.
I hope they lock.
Yeah, it's just
So you have
weird.
no feelings on this.
No, it's fucked up. It's
Do
crazy,
you care about
man.
using the bathroom in Target when you know a chick or another dude or a combination of the two trans visual come in?
Yeah, I don't like taking a shit in any bathroom except my own. It takes a little bit of a hurdle to overcome. So to think that I was taking a shit next to a chick versus a guy, yeah, I think they equally suck. But yeah, it would suck more for a woman to be sitting next to me while I'm taking a shit. For some reason, I don't know why, or if that's some fucking
because she's going to know you're a
sociological...
disgusting animal. That's
Yeah,
why
you're
you
trying
don't want to do it.
Yeah, but then if you got married to her, you're going to prove that to her anyway. So what are we all hiding from each other? But
Is that how you met Allie?
What?
In the bathroom? You might marry her one day.
Be like, God damn, what you doing over there? Doom. And she was like, I'm pooing.
What's your favorite place to take a dump other than your house?
Other than my house?
Like when there's an
Oh,
emergency.
my parents' house, because I shit there for a long time. So it's like a very comfortable shitting spot.
Public place.
No, I don't have them. No.
Because
They
well,
all
I'm gonna
suck.
tell you, I'm gonna give you the best 3 places to take a dump when
All
you,
right.
so you could lock these into your GPS. Number 1, by far, like winning, like Trump's gonna win tonight, the library. The library is the best
'Cause you
place to
got
take an emergency
books to
dump.
go read?
No, it has nothing to do with the books.
Oh.
Like, who read? You have your phone. You have every book in the history of books on your phone. No. The cleanliness. They have big bathrooms, and very few people are taking dumps in there.
Really?
So the library is number 1.
I'm gonna go there, sit down next to you, and I'm gonna hear boom, and be like, "Fucking, jeez, is that you?"
Yeah,
I mean,
got Tchaikovsky in here.
Place ain't so good anymore. Everybody's here.
So here's the reason we're here tonight. It's the election. 2000 on. Oh,
What was that?
getting fired upon.
A roach?
We got a bunch of people in the studio with us.
We do.
We got at least half a dozen miscreants and mischief makers in the studio, and I'm glad.
You can have
This
one
is,
less if I get hit with something over there.
Well, I mean, you got the.
the,
We have
the Englishmen are coming.
This is if you got a full scope of the studio. This is a place where fun is had, and maybe eyes
Really?
can get shot out. So
I thought this was a place you hurt feelings.
hurt feelings. You know what? We're gonna give me a second because I got some shit to talk about in a
All right.
second because I'm tired of
Oh, you
tired of
upset?
hearing this backlash after every time we just want to give an opinion on something.
I feel like you're so far away, buddy.
You want me to come closer?
Yeah. Thank you.
Here we go.
All right.
I can get closer. I can move away in a little bit. So it's the election.
All right.
Tonight, America decides who's going to be our president for the next 4 years. Did you vote?
No.
Okay, so you stood by your earlier claim that you wanted.
Yeah, I just like fucking with people. I don't like them. Maybe it's due to I don't even like myself because I am one of them.
Yeah.
So I figured if I got on here and say I voted for Trump, or if I say, oh, I voted for Clinton, I'm gonna piss somebody off. And you know what? I'll probably agree with a lot of their philosophy.
Because that's what
so
you
I
do.
decided to piss them all off and say I didn't even fucking vote.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I was about to
yeah,
say because
you go fucking
like,
play your
You're worried
charade.
about pissing people off.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
So breaking news, I did vote.
You did.
I voted for the
I don't
first time.
see your dog sticker, your
What,
blue
I'm gonna put
dog
some stupid
sticker.
sticker on.
Really? You didn't
Yeah,
take it?
No, I'm not worried
The
about
election
that.
ink?
I voted for the first time today since I was 18 years old.
Really? What
Yep.
motivated you?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah, please.
My woman just would not leave me alone about
Oh,
it.
you see, you lied.
she-
So you didn't
What?
go vote. You just told her you
No,
did.
no,
Now
I
you
did
gotta
go
keep
vote.
Playing the
I did
lie.
go vote.
You did.
Do you care who I voted for?
No, I don't care.
Well, maybe other people do.
They don't care.
I voted for Donald Trump. I voted for Donald Trump today.
Never would have guessed it with the hat.
What? Well, this was just the only thing they had at Party City.
Really?
Left, yeah.
You felt un-American wearing the Chinese hat tonight?
They had 2 hats left. I got one, and I got one for me.
What?
You didn't thank me for your hat.
I don't like the hat. I like my hat better.
Is this because
I
people
felt
are here?
obligated to wear it. I'm
Is
like,
this because
oh.
people are here, you're going to be like this?
Oh, no, I'm never like this.
So the lines were crazy. It looks like we're getting close, man. We're getting close to a selection. George, if you had to give us a kind of a range, what percentage of the election is complete? When do you think we're going to hear a call on this? Right. What? The mic had problems. Wouldn't be a fucking wine and cheese show if shit wasn't falling apart at the seams.
From
man.
what
It's a fuck.
You know
It's
what?
rigged.
If it's, they're gonna systematically announce things to maximize commercial time. Once everybody starts going to bed, they'll probably decide.
I'm seeing Trump 147 electoral votes, Clinton 109, but I don't know what that means.
Yeah, me neither.
That
and
means
neither do we.
Florida cashes in,
So I don't
and
know if
Hillary
Florida's
wins.
in yet. That's a big one.
Yeah.
We're waiting for Florida, California.
Did you ever feel insignificant
Michigan.
when you were growing up, and they talk about Louisiana and your electoral votes, and then California and New York or something just blows everything away? You'll see the whole, like when I voted Republican, it was so disappointing to watch because you're watching the United States just fill up with red, and you're like, look at us go, look at how much of the country, and the next thing you know, like 4 states vote Democrat and you lose, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? I mean, I'm doing the math, the pie chart, pretty visible. So like it's a disheartening thing to think that
And you're right
the
about that.
Republican Party is shrinking, and I think it had some really good ideology.
pulled.
Like we consider myself, I guess, a libertarian, and
Your bandmate's a libertarian.
who?
Steve Steve's a libertarian.
Yeah, and
good
it's
buddy
just
of ours,
disappointing.
Steve Bourgeois.
Was that what you supposed to be saying?
He couldn't be. Yeah, he couldn't be here tonight, but he did want me to have a quote. Y'all can quote him on this. Steve voted for the Libertarian Party, Gary Johnson, and to quote Steve, if you voted for a Democratic or a Republican, you fucking hate freedom. That's what he said.
True.
So
And
he
I'll
couldn't be
agree
on the
with
show,
that.
but he did want me to relay
I
those
will
facts.
definitely agree with that. And I couldn't vote for him because he's laughable. Like, I don't want him to be president. I wouldn't trust him to be president, so I couldn't vote for him.
Yeah.
I definitely couldn't vote for Trump or Hillary. Like, we grew up, though, with Clinton in office, them saying Hillary's going to be your first woman president. Like, this
Yeah.
has been ingrained. You just keep telling a lie for long enough, and it becomes true.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
Bill
just
Clinton got lucky.
something sad.
Like this, the only reason this happened is because Bill Clinton just happened to run for president at the same time that the internet came around. So yes, of
And he
course,
could
our
play
economy.
sax.
Well, he could fucking murder that sax. I think he's going to be a Viva La
La Raza.
Russer
Bill
on the
Clinton is?
13th this Sunday. Bill's
Really?
going to be there
Holy
playing with
shit,
us.
that's
yeah, come out
amazing.
there. Of course, and any other lie I can tell you to get you out there. But you're talking about the Electoral College. I did exactly what you were talking about. The good news is we have an Electoral College expert in the room tonight. Dickie English is going to come on and explain the Electoral College
Oh,
to
good.
everybody.
Yeah, he was breaking
from
it
top to
down to me
bottom.
earlier.
Yeah. But no, you're right.
Leave it to
I
the
had
British.
when I learned about the Electoral College, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then I went and did a little bit of research, and I'm like, oh, okay, it was based on population. But
And you
now
had to
I
ride
realize,
a horse all the way to Washington.
now I realize it's completely crazy because the way people in Iowa are the same as people in Kentucky now. Everybody has the internet. Everybody knows what's going on. There's not going to be a mob mentality. I think everybody should be able to vote via text.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, you could buy movie tickets with your credit card. It's a secure server. You could do your taxes.
Yes, exactly.
You can't vote. I can't just go home and go fucking vote. They're going to make you go. And they seed the clouds. That's why it's raining. You know, the Republicans say, dude, black people don't go out in the rain. Like, they got to catch buses and shit, bro.
Dude, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they try to keep everybody home.
So you think they seeded the clouds? Hadn't rained in 40 days. Hadn't rained in 40 days, and all of a sudden it rains. They seeding the damn clouds.
It must be the Russians.
Well, look, I don't want to get. This is an election special, but I don't want to get bogged down too much. We're going to bring some guests on, but I want to do one segment.
What you got?
Dude, I want to address this Band-Aids situation.
There's a
okay?
situation?
Yeah, there's a situation because I'm tired of getting it because I come on here and speak freely about what I think, and you backpedal and play the good guy, and
I
everybody
told the
starts
truth. What are you
attacking me.
talking about?
On your own damn show, you're talking about the review we did last week, and
Right.
you're like, oh, I was trying to be nice, but Cheese is just being hurtful.
No, I said.
Like, no, that's exactly what you said.
I said I conducted myself as a gentleman. You were just saying it's a very hurtful thing.
Well, yeah, way to back me up, bro.
What
But
do you
know
mean? That's
I
the
don't
truth.
care.
It doesn't
I
matter
don't
if you
care.
like the
I don't
truth.
care.
It's the truth.
I don't care.
We're here to tell the truth. I told the truth. I really felt like I was being a gentleman. You were kind of.
So I don't know if we could ever
sticking
get
to
the damn graphic up here.
Oh,
on
give
the
the man a
fucking,
break, man.
You know, I gave the signal. Just kidding, George. Lies.
He decorated all day.
No, he didn't decorate all day. I showed up late and made him do all this, so I
No.
can't give shit to the producer. But we've been doing a segment weekly or almost weekly called Band-Aids with Dr. Cheese and the Entertainment Nurse, okay, where we take bands that we think are good or have a chance at being something, and we watch and we play your video and we play your song. I'm sure there's people falling over themselves to play your songs and videos on their show, but we play it and we let people hear it and we give an honest opinion. Every single time we do this, I get people commenting on my shit and I get people hitting my friends up because they don't want to contact me, so they hit my friends up to get a message towards me. Let me tell you something.
We got a chat room for that.
Y'all need to get over yourselves because you're the one who's writing a song. You're the one who's recording it. You're the one who's putting it on a video, sponsoring the motherfucker on Facebook, and sticking it in my face for a week. Yes, I am going to go ahead and watch it, okay? Look, get over it. You're not gonna make it. You're not making it. And if you do,
You
fucking
doing that now.
congratulations.
Tell 'em.
So this is what I want to say. This week's episode of Band Aids.
Oh, I can't wait. What
It's
is it?
fucking Dirtiest Players. It's my
Oh,
band.
what?
Okay? Because let me introduce y'all into how the real fucking world works. Okay? Back in 2011, 2012, my band, Dirtiest Players,
I'm sorry.
Man, we were
I
really-
love seeing you this
look,
upset.
we were really, look, in my opinion,
You know what? This was a good idea.
in my opinion, we had a very solid group of guys, right? We had some talent. We had some guys that were new to the game but had an idea on what to do. So we started writing music. We thought it was good and we liked it. And we weren't trying to copy anybody else. We were just doing what we thought felt good. So at that time, we were doing everything we could. Promotion, playing, going out of town and playing shitty tours. I would hit every radio station in the country up and send them my song. Well, one of them was this guy, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Oh,
okay?
really? All the way to Bubba.
Bubba the Love Sponge. He's based out of Tampa. If you don't know who Bubba the Love Sponge is, go do a little research on him. He got fucked with by the FCC. When Howard Stern moved to satellite radio, he brought two guys with him. Pharrell, who was a sports guy, and he brought Bubba the Love Sponge.
Didn't he have sex with Hulk Hogan?
He did not have sex with Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan had sex with his wife on camera.
Oh, wow. That's
Right?
freaky.
So
Cuckold.
at the time when I sent this to Bubba, right, I had been sending it out to a bunch of people. The first guy to actually play it on the air was Jason Ellis on Faction, and he actually put the song "Insane." That's the
Down, down.
going in flames, you know, whatever. It's the
Thanks for the help.
It's the opening for Wine and Cheese. Okay. So
This guy
Jason
here?
Ellis, they actually liked it. They put it in rotation on Faction for 3 months. So a bunch
Oh,
of
come on, really?
Right? Yeah, it was.
They
sweet.
liked it.
They did. They liked it. Well, this guy, Bubba the Love Sponge, at the time, in 2011, 2012, he was syndicated in, I think it was 28 markets. He had.
You're about
on
to be insulted, and you're really building this up
Yeah.
big. This is
no,
good.
No. So they had, on average, 5 to 10 million listeners a day. We average 500, and you're getting butt hurt. 500.
Damn, we getting 500?
Right? This is a syndicated radio show that had 5 to 10 million listeners a day. So we're about to play their review of my music that I sent to them, and you're gonna hear what the real world sounds like. Not all your boys and family members sucking you off on Facebook all the time. George, can we play? It's 3 minutes long. We're gonna let it play. I want everybody to hear it. This is my music. I wrote it. It's my song. I sent it to them. Let's see it. Let's see what Bubba the Love Sponge, nationally syndicated radio star with 5 million listeners, said
About DP.
about Dirtiest Players, my band. George, just whenever you're ready.
You need a hug, motherfucker?
I don't need a fucking hug.
You
The
red.
name of the band? World's
No, what I
Dirtiest
need-
You like
Players.
butt hurt yourself.
Understand.
What I
You
need-
Try
hold
to
on.
tweak that. The world's dirtiest, or whatever players are going to be. So shorten your names up and make them less.
They got the name of the band
Right.
wrong.
Yeah.
You couldn't even say it.
World's
The lead
dirtiest
singer,
players.
the world's dirtiest players.
Got the name of the band wrong.
The song, the title is called "Insane."
Oh, here I'm drinking a
Oh,
beer.
here's sound
How
effects.
insane,
effects.
how insane is that, buddy?
Sound effects.
Beer, that's beer.
Did they just all proclaim after tasting the beer they just opened?
Cliche.
Wow.
Cliche rock opening.
They record this with a phone?
I think they did. I think they called their buddy up. and said,
this
Hey,
is
turn on your recorder, Dale. I'm going to put my phone up next to the speaker. Can you hear it?
This is an effect.
Can you hear it? Well, send it to Bubba.
Yeah, it's just an effect.
It's an effect and it's going to kick in like nobody's business. I guarantee it.
You ready for the world's dirtiest players, Nick?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready? Oh. They scared me. I kind of jumped back. Kind of like, it's like, ooh. Like I saw a snake or something.
That's actually pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's a shame you're late for your body in the flame. No game, insane, straight out of the box and the range refrain from the garbage that
Pretty cool, right? They're playing our
right now,
song.
man, I want to hate, but I'm intrigued, so I'm sticking around. I don't know. I'm on the mark.
I'm with him right now, except for the name.
Why you think you shut your mouth? Cause I'm going insane.
Kind of losing me right now.
They're going insane right now, Bubba.
Manson, I mean, they had me kind of. Now the standard guy. This is a real,
Noodling.
shred noodle,
Noodling.
big time noodle. What's next? The whammy bar?
Oh, shush.
Nah, I'm sorry, man. They had an opportunity with me. Shannon,
Yeah, no, not after I read their website, no.
Manson. What was on their website that got you to do?
They have one of these rolling deals with a message on it. It says some people like Christmas, but we're like Halloween, 7 days, 24/7 or some crap like that.
Yeah.
So they fucked with you, made fun of you, and then didn't even plug your website.
And didn't get the name of the band right. How would you,
So they got content and you got absolutely nothing for it.
right? What do you think about that review?
I think Mayday stole a lot of those clips.
Yeah, maybe. But no, I'm serious. What would you?
You only played it because he said something nice about your first verse.
Oh, is that you thought that was a good review? No, serious.
Yeah,
What do
your dude said, "Oh, that's pretty good. I'm intrigued." Right after you rap, and then it falls apart.
Yeah, but would you say overall on the band, what would you think?
Oh, those guys were tame compared to you and I.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! You're out
Like,
of your
they're not
mind.
saying hurtful
You're out
things.
of your mind. You want to know what?
You're hurtful
I
when
should-
you-
I should bring somebody honest up here. and
You
fucking-
should.
You know what? Either
Yeah.
way, it doesn't matter. What they did was shit on it, and they didn't like it, and they didn't get past 30 seconds of it, and they hit the fucking buzzer.
And they didn't give you the promotion. That's what I would
And
have
you know
been
what?
mad
They didn't
about.
give you, you know what we
Like,
did?
if you're gonna use my shit for content, even if you bash it, hey, give out the website or something. That way, someone else who hopefully is a independent thinker will go listen to it.
So you know what we did?
What'd you do?
We fucking
said, "Fuck
posted
you,
everywhere
dude."
we could.
Yeah.
We fucking loved it. We were like, thank God somebody's taking a second to listen to and shit on our music in front of 5 million people. They said we were fucking bad. We didn't get butthurt. We fucking took it as an opportunity. We loved it. Bands out there, you're lucky if anybody wants to watch your shit and listen to it, much less put it out on Facebook and
Yeah,
talk
but
about it.
don't you think they have the
So-
right to say that they didn't like your interview? Like, you're like, hey, I didn't like your fucking video. They're like, hey, I didn't like your fucking review. And it's just like, you getting butthurt just like them.
No, because there's one thing about listening to something and giving it an honest critique, and there's another thing that's just getting ass hurt and saying, I didn't like that.
Well, you didn't like the
specifically-
video.
No, I had plenty of positive stuff to say.
They didn't like our video.
Whatever. Look, you're just trying to be divisive. Anyway.
No, that's the truth.
No,
We didn't like their
anyway.
video. They didn't like our video. We said we made fun of shit that they did. I don't think made fun of it. That's what the fuck we saw.
So you think we should stop doing the segment?
Fuck no.
Sweet. That's what I was
Like, I'm
looking
ready to
for.
be more honest about more shit. I don't want no friends and no fucking listeners, and then I'll be happy.
Well, you always gonna be my friend.
Yeah, well.
Well, look, George, let's move on from Band-Aids. I want to bring a couple of guests up.
At least said no.
I want to bring a couple of guests up. We have two of my good buddies that have been on the show before, Mr. Phil Wang and Mr. Dickie English. Come on up, fellas. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Watch
Whoa.
the flags. No, you
Yeah,
gotta go
come on.
the-
Here, Mark's
Dude, my
gonna
hat's
scoot down the thing.
I'm gonna scoot down. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
be
you're
like a
on the camera,
hamburger
come on.
at fucking Burger King that nobody bought at lunch.
I need you on this. Just one of y'all here on the end. Come on, man, get in here.
What, you want me to sit on your lap?
You can take it if you feel more. Take a break
No,
if
we
you
good.
want.
We good.
Yeah. Say now,
That light's gonna just hurt somebody.
Now I had the time of my life.
Is that from the 80s?
Maybe. Yeah, unfortunately.
So how y'all doing, fellas?
Fantastic.
Y'all paying attention to the election?
This show's tanking already.
Right? You see, you leave the set and Dickie, did
I
you
knew I
vote
shouldn't have
today?
left.
I did.
Who'd you vote for?
No, I'm not saying.
Okay. You serious?
I'm
He's
serious.
English. He don't vote.
Why
Right,
would you?
I didn't take my green card.
Why
Where's
wouldn't
the
you?
accents?
Why wouldn't you? Okay. No, this is. I was hoping you would say you wouldn't talk about it. Why is it that people don't want to say who they vote for. It makes it sound like you're doing something
No,
bad.
no. I'm going to tell you why. I don't feel like putting up with all of the bullshit from people that disagree with the choice that I made. And then they turn into assholes at that point over something completely stupid.
They don't turn into assholes. They were assholes.
They were assholes before. He's correct. You are right. Thank you, Phil, for correcting me there, because you're absolutely right. Yeah, they were. But it just brings out the asshole in them. Is it on? Yeah.
So
Maybe you ought to think about getting some better shit. What do you think?
Yeah. Hey, look, it's a moving target here, people. How do you shoot women and children? Easy. You don't lead them as much, right? I don't know.
Spoken like a
Personally, I
true
think it's a
Trump
sign
fan.
of weakness for you not to reveal who you voted for.
No, it isn't.
I said it's my personal opinion. It is my personal opinion.
And you are entitled to your wrong opinion. It's okay,
wrong.
man.
Shut the fuck
You're
up.
wrong.
It's
Yeah, it's
personal.
You know what? You're right. It's not personal anymore, is
Right,
it?
it's
I've
just
said it out
public
loud.
opinion.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like going through it, man. And
No.
what does it matter?
Well,
After the
when
fact.
you're trying to do a fucking radio show with guests, sometimes you need to sit to talk about.
Well,
Phil, what did you vote today?
Yeah, I did.
Who'd you vote for?
Hillary Clinton.
Nice.
And I swear to God, I am so mad at you people for making me do that shit. I hate the woman. I
Yeah.
straight hate the woman. I cannot believe I had to vote for her. You sons of bitches.
Why did you have to vote for her?
Because he's got
Because
painted nails.
who was it? Fuckface Von Clownstick was the other guy to vote for, and I wasn't gonna do it.
Maiden name. I think that's his
I
maiden
was
name.
not gonna do it. The Republicans had like an easy 4 people who I wouldn't even had a second thought. I've been like, hell yeah, I'll vote for that guy. And you know what? They said, nah, we want somebody different. Von Clownstick, you're up.
So
So guess what?
do you think that lends credence to the fact that there is a conspiracy and that these things are predetermined?
No.
You don't?
No, I wanted to think that in the beginning. I wanted to think that there was, like, because, what is it? Trump was a friend of the Clintons. It looked like the fix was in.
Well, they're all partners.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
he donated to
a
Hillary
lot.
Clinton. Yeah, a lot of money.
A
millions.
lot of money. And in fact, he donated more to the Clintons than he did to his own. Was it the
Trump Foundation.
Trump Foundation, yeah.
Build a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shit. So apparently, the Trump Foundation is to benefit
Right.
Trump.
Well, of course, it's got his name on it.
I don't have nothing against that, by the
You
way.
and me?
I'm a big proponent of it.
Yeah.
Just don't run for office and do that shit. That's all.
Dickie, thoughts? Is it a conspiracy? Was it predetermined?
What, this whole thing?
Yeah.
As far as Trump going in and being kind of the
No,
guy.
I'm
that-
saying, was the whole thing predetermined? Who was going to run against who and who was going to win?
No, I don't believe that.
Would it shock you if you found out that it was?
No, it wouldn't.
Right?
It wouldn't
I think
shock me.
that's
I
what
don't believe that it is. It wouldn't shock me if, yeah, you're right.
And that's
But-
what I think the problem is that we can be led to believe, or it could be true, like this thing was fixed. It seems like it was.
The media tries to do that. I mean, obviously.
So-
With everything, everywhere you see it, you know, and it's
Yeah.
little stuff. It's not a conspiracy theory, but it's definitely a vehicle.
Yeah. So, Phil,
Yeah.
what were some of the good qualities about what Hillary was running on that led you to vote for her? Like, what are some of the things that she stands for?
And you're saying that she stands for these things. Honestly, I think she's
Whatever
full of
she's
shit,
talking
but
about, right?
I like that she stands really hard on women's issues. I like that she is her fiscal plan leans more on the top wage earners. I
Gotcha. Taxing the rich a little bit more.
yeah, a little bit more.
Okay.
Look, it costs more to do business now, unless you're willing to go into the budget, which the president really can't do anything about this either way. We're just talking out our ass now. But if you're not willing to go in and go, look, do we really need to spend money on this? Do we really need to spend money on that? Maybe we can trim this or trim that. Obviously, we don't seem to be willing to do that. Then we need to find more revenue. And the source of revenue for the federal government is the people. So guess what? Someone's going to have to ass up some money.
Good point. Do you think she murdered people?
No. No.
Or do you think she orchestrated?
Think she had people murdered?
Yeah, did she?
No.
Because you see all this stuff on the internet all
No.
the time, like this
No.
dude did this and then he's
I will
found
say
Well, then that
dead.
means
I
it's
will
true.
say this.
No, I'm saying like it's all we see though.
Only someone that intelligent could claim such stupidity in matters such as Whitewater, which is something I had read about. I thought it was incredible that two people who were so intelligent could turn around and claim complete ignorance of the process that led to, what was it, millions of dollars, I think it was, in fraud involved in that. So I found it incredible that well, we don't really know anything about finances. How? These are not two stupid people.
No,
You
I
know?
think they're
But this is something that you
Tremendous.
can make a reasonable jump to, okay? You realize that, okay, they're too intelligent to feign ignorance on matters of finance, okay? As far as murdering somebody,
I don't know. It just seemed like a lot of dead people. How do you feel
you
about?
know what? Before it's all over, there's going to be a lot of dead people. Man.
Do things like the sweeping pardons when Clinton was leaving office, Bill Clinton? Does
Yeah, I'll
that,
do it.
do you take that into account?
I knew what Clinton you were talking about.
Yeah, I mean one and the same, though. Basically, that's
Well-
the way I feel. Do things like that they're passed? When Bill Clinton was leaving office, there's a fucking list of just bad people that he pardoned on the way.
They
out.
all do that.
They all do that.
All presidents do that. Bush
So
did
that's
it, Obama
okay?
did it.
It's what they do.
Yeah, it is what they do. I think it's a very minimal, like, people focusing
It's
on
doing
that,
business.
going, oh, he did that. Oh, no. Nobody
So
looks
you're
at that.
okay with them doing a favor as they're on the way out to get a favor from somebody else, or for somebody who did a solid for them?
Well, it
during the
depends.
presidency?
I mean, you're looking at pardoning people for very minimal offenses, not like
No.
Manson.
Some of
Yeah,
these,
they're not getting Manson.
No,
out.
some of
Right.
these things were people that evaded like $50 million in taxes and whatnot and pardoned them, and then received a big contribution to the Clinton Foundation.
Such as.
I don't know the name off the top of my head. I was reading it on Wikipedia, so it could be a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You know?
What about you? You don't need to tell me who you voted for, even though, I feel like you're slighting the audience.
I'm not slighting the audience.
Just a little bit.
Nobody went in the
What
booth
were
with
the-
me.
Okay, what were the main parts of the debates and the campaign that you base your vote on?
Okay.
Is it abortion?
Everything is mixed. I'm down the middle with everything.
Okay.
So I'm not Republican or Democrat, even though I'm pretty much registered Republican.
He doesn't
Yeah.
believe in abortion. He believes in hurting the fetus.
Right. Just go in there,
just
give it a
flicking
good
it real
punch.
Just punching the fetus.
Here's my thing. Am I pro-life? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have a son.
Yeah.
So yes, I would
Yes.
love for babies to be born.
Yeah.
Am I pro-choice? Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm-
Because it doesn't. It's not affecting me. I'll make my own decisions. If a mother wants to have that process, they want to go through the abortion. That's their choice.
Should we build a wall?
No, that's ridiculous. That's
Why is that ridiculous?
There's already a
Why is-
wall.
No, there's not. Have you ever been
There
down there?
is.
You ever been down there?
I've seen a picture. Do I
Of
have to
the
go and
wall?
look
Look.
That's
so
somebody's fence.
One of the
Ours.
That's a
We
backyard.
paid for
No,
it.
why is the wall ridiculous? Why is the wall ridiculous?
It's ridiculous.
Because it's
Don't work.
ridiculous. It's not going to work. It's not going to be built. It's just not. There's
Bruh,
it's
what have you
website.
ever built?
It's another one.
Have
What?
you ever built
What does this-
anything?
What does this have to do with me?
Well, I'm
What
saying
about you, fucker?
you're making a.
Yeah, I did. I built this city on rock and roll. Both of us. In your face. Thank you.
Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. No, I'm saying, tell me why it won't work.
Most of the people that come here and are here illegally fly here and overstay work visa.
Really big wall.
So yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Walls?
It needs to be a huge wall.
Someone
A
said
huge wall, and it's going to go to outer space, and the Mexicans
How long
and
you
the
think-
Chogzitians are going to
someone
build
said-
it.
Someone said walls stop being effective. Walls stop being effective the moment they created airplanes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think most people just hop over.
How long do you think it's going to take to build that wall?
How many miles is it?
3 years.
The whole
You think
thing.
at 3?
Couple
How,
thousand.
how many miles are we talking about?
1,000 something.
40.
I could tell you this: a good contractor could build
It's more
that.
than 3. I know that.
Could build that wall in a year. In 1 year.
1 year.
One
You
year
think a
that
wall.
If you've got the right amount of money and the right people, you could build it in a year.
How long would
You also realize that they
Turn
have,
your microphone on if you want to be
You
part of the
also
show,
realize
George.
that they have-
Hold on.
I love this.
If the producer wants to fucking, you got a microphone on. If you want to fucking be part of the show, turn your microphone
Actually,
on.
don't have one
Yeah.
on.
You got the
No,
two
no, no.
turntables?
Yeah.
How long did it take to do the
Where's
interstates?
Which interstate?
Gotta be
Interstate,
nice.
anyone know?
No, I don't know. How long did it take? I'm going to say longer than a year
To build what?
in interstate.
How many miles?
I don't know. Going
I'm
from
telling you-
Louisiana to California.
I'm telling
He's
you
just
right
mad
now.
you voted for
You know what?
Hillary.
I agree. It's building two different things. Now, look, I don't think I have no idea whether it would work or not. I'm just fascinated by the people who go, "It won't work." You have no idea what you're talking about.
What? And you should also be fascinated by the people who go, it will work, because they don't know anything either.
Correct.
I agree with you on that. He has no idea if it's going to work.
Okay, now here's something that this is a fact. Did you know that the infrastructure to get the materials to build the wall in roughly half of the area where they're proposing to build the wall, the infrastructure isn't there. So they would have to build the roads to truck in the materials to build the wall.
Now, how long do you think something like that's going to take?
Hold on, because y'all are
So
going
now you're
so.
going to build. Now you're going to have to build an interstate.
You're going so
and the
far
wall.
out of your element on this. It is a general building practice.
You know, if I could
when-
get another beer, I'd be right back in this.
Can
That's
someone
right.
throw me an opener? Can someone throw me an opener?
Jesus! Hey!
Zone break. Yeah, what? Hold on, not that one. Not that one.
We
not
knew you were
that
good
one.
for
Yeah.
something.
That one gets benched.
I got a gift.
But I will
Because
say this,
you're.
dude,
Jesus, I think I'm going to need one.
Yeah,
right there.
you're getting into a part of the discussion that's so
If it was
outside.
anything else but a
and
beer
so-
would have fell.
When that one settles
We're
down,
just
give me that
talking
one,
about-
George.
We're just
Look.
talking about building a wall.
No, don't take this the wrong way, but you're a lot like most voters, including myself. You're out of your element. You have no idea what you're talking about. It is a general practice. It is a general building practice when you're developing a new area that you would create access to that area and it would be factored into the overall budget. It's what I
Yes.
do for a living, Phil.
Okay.
So don't try to use we got to build a road. It's fucking limestone and a compactor and it's going to get you there.
Is it,
Okay.
is it a government job?
But it takes time and money.
Is it
I'll
a
tell you what,
Hold
I'll tell
on.
you this.
Was it a government job?
If
Was it
you
a
want-
government contract?
If you want this thing to be built and built efficiently, you better keep it as far away from the government as possible.
Oh, you're not. The president's the one that wants to build it. Where do you think it's coming from?
No, because Trump is
too late now.
If there's one thing that he can do, it's develop, and there's no way he would put that out as a government contract. There's no way because he would get builders that actually do that for a living. Do you know the way contracts are selected in government? They put out an open bid, and it's a big packet of fucking paper like this.
It'll
There's
be
no
a good
meetings.
job for all the Syrian refugees. It give them jobs.
We should.
And
you
the
know what?
illegals.
He brings up a good point. We should get the Syrian refugees to build it. But they send out a bid packet.
You see what
There's
them
no
people did
meetings,
in
there's
Egypt?
no nothing,
Pyramids.
right? They come back. They use the lowest bidder. It's a government policy that they select the lowest bidder, which is a terrible business practice.
Yeah.
Because you know what the lowest bidder does? He fucks it up or he comes at you afterwards asking for more money.
Yeah.
And that's why you would go to a private contractor on
Yeah.
this.
Now,
We'll see.
can you do that
Dude,
as a
Florida's
government entity?
closed.
I don't know.
Have a private contractor build.
I don't know, but I think we
'Cause I
will.
doubt it.
And the Mexicans are going to pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me?
And from what I've heard,
Yes.
they're so.
A heads up is
What's up?
The Russians have hacked the election.
Is 49.2 to 47.7.
Who's got the lead?
Trump is leading.
Whoa, this is a big one.
Wow.
You know this is a big one.
5%.
That's you, Bob.
95%.
5 miles of your wall just went
Look,
up, bro.
I'm
Better
telling
get
you.
some nail polish and move
The
on.
difference of 112,000 voters, by any chance? Did I just watch this?
So
30
what we
minutes ago?
just got told.
29
I'd like to thank Ted
electoral
Torres
votes.
for entering the building. We'll get you up
I
here
thought it was
soon,
28,
Ted.
but
I thought,
apparently I was so
no, you were wrong.
Florida
You were so
is-
far off. 29.
Florida is one of those key states, right?
Yes, it's about
I
right.
think it's Florida,
it's got the keys.
Ohio, Michigan. Aren't those like the big three swing ones? So if Trump takes Florida, we could be looking at Mr. Trump as president. Does it affect you in any way whatsoever, regardless of who gets elected president tomorrow?
In the short term?
No, yeah, just your general life.
And actually, honestly, I believe whoever wins is going to lose in 4 years anyway.
Right.
I'm hoping.
How many
that
times
whoever-
has that been said?
I'm hoping that whoever wins, the other guy goes, God, did we screw up?
Well, I think, yeah, I agree, because I think we're finally on the cusp of, Jesus, how much more of this shit can we take?
Yeah.
And I think it's a 4-year.
So that's going to be my
You're in
last
4-year
political
territory.
question to the two of y'all. George and I were discussing things that we want to talk about tonight. Do you really think America is on a decline and going in the wrong direction, or do you think it's just bullshit hyped up by social media and media outlets?
I don't think it's going in the wrong direction.
I think it's
going-
bullshit.
Yeah, it's a little bit of that. I think it's going in an unclear direction. I think it has no freaking clue where it's going.
Do you think that's even possible to have direction? It's
Yeah.
fucking 350 million people.
It's possible.
Presidents.
It's more than
It's
that.
possible.
You're
It's
dealing with
lasted
it
this long.
You realize that our economy affects the economy throughout the world.
People on
Okay.
Fox News tell me that. I don't know it to be true.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is.
You know?
Right.
Or
It's-
pick any of the,
you know,
the media outlets.
All the isolationism in the world isn't gonna keep that. Look at what happened to all the money markets when the Brexit vote came out and England decided they didn't want to be part of the EU.
Yeah.
Everybody had a shit fit. You know, nobody can act without there being some sort of consequence.
But wouldn't you say they had a shit fit for 24 hours and then watched a fucking video of a cat shitting in a litter box and nobody talked about it since?
That is true.
Well,
do we
right.
still have
No
that
way.
going
No,
on?
Hey,
and-
George, can
and,
we-
And they don't talk about it, but the thing
Oh,
of it is that this
the
is
cat's
still
still there?
happening. Okay, Brexit is still just
Didn't
because
affect
they
the
did vote,
Ringwalds.
It didn't. It's not a done deal yet. They're still doing things.
Yeah.
And so the
Actually,
market's
going to
still
politics and
it's
your
still
name's John Kerry.
there's still uncertainty
know what I'm saying?
over
Did he
what's
change it to
happening
that,
in
or he just
England
lucked out?
and their handling of the Brexit vote.
That's a shame.
Oh, the
we
cat
were
with
going to
those-
play a video of y'all of
The live
I want
kitty
the
cats
cats
shitting in
back.
a litter box,
Right,
but
Cats dropping their
Ooh,
vote.
what about the two? I just saw that there was a video of two porn stars that were promising to give BJs for
Be like
everyone.
a Republican named Ronald.
For everyone,
Reagan. His
I
name
know
just
it's too
happened
late
to
for
be
you.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, wait.
You voted for
Who
Trump.
votes against Trump.
well,
Oh,
maybe a
that
dude will eat my ass.
Instant victory.
Well, you know what? I think we might be able to find somebody.
I've got a few numbers.
I've got it. Yeah, that'll do that.
Look. We're in a band, okay? We'll make a couple.
Yeah, here
There
we
we
go.
go.
Da-da-da.
Man, hey, if you don't want to watch Wine and Cheese and we're not doing it for you, the best thing to watch tonight is this streaming video of kitty cats pooping in a litter box.
You must have started it over, huh?
Oh, yeah, they
'cause
started
we're
it
back
over.
to 0-0.
Talk about riveting stuff.
But earlier,
Nine
Trump got a
lives,
dump.
lives,
Oh, of course,
lives.
the black cats are on Hillary's side,
Right. Well,
right?
I think Trump just grabbed this one.
You can't laugh at that? Yeah. I don't know.
We were laughing.
Well, look,
Yeah.
here comes
Inside.
Oklahoma. There you go.
There it is. Trump just grabbing the pussy. I'm sorry.
So-
Was that wrong? Is that too soon?
Dickie, I know our audience, and one thing, I do want to ask one more thing about this. You claim to be an expert on the electoral college.
I never claimed to be an expert.
You're my expert.
Jesus.
Give me a quick rundown of how this works with the electoral college.
Okay. Well,
Quick.
all right. Well, so you've got 538 of these people.
Okay?
All right. Electors.
Yeah?
So what do you have? 435 representatives. I think 100 in the Senate, and then the 3 that D.C. gets because they, according to an amendment, get what's equal to the least populous state.
Gotcha.
So nobody's got a direct. The people don't directly elect.
Okay.
I think they just kind of give you. Here's the opinion.
So we vote, and then we kind of send our opinion over to our people. Do they have to go with how we
That's
voted?
where it gets confusing to
Right?
me, man.
No, they don't.
See,
They
and-
don't.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
confusing as shit.
Wow. But I'm sure nobody ever goes against that. Don't you think we're done with this whole electoral college thing? Wasn't this something that went on when people couldn't communicate and was spread out and we were trying to fight this mob mentality, which I don't even know what it is, but I've heard the word since I was in grammar school. Shouldn't we get rid of that?
I don't know. It's kind of like getting rid of the ties in NFL football.
There might be no, and you know what? But unlike that, in NFL, college has shown us there's a better way. Okay, we don't know that there's a better way to do this, but I think without getting rid of it entirely and just saying, hey, the popular vote, because there's a reason why the electoral college exists. I think there might be a better way to do it, but the electoral college, I think, is run course.
I want to just be able to text my vote. That's what I want to be able to do.
It'll get there.
Get off
Right.
your ass.
Get. I did for the first time since I was 18 today.
You just go into a booth and text it.
So we don't just. Should we?
That make you feel better?
I had to walk into a grade school cafeteria and say hi to a bunch of people who, you know, I know from the neighborhood. Hey, how you doing? I barely got dressed for this, you know.
So 2 things I want to mention before I don't want y'all to get out of here, but you know we're gonna bring some other people up and get there.
Because
Terrible
Ted's
opinion.
eyeing us up like, hey, man.
Viva la Raza.
Viva la
Viva la Raza.
Hold on. Viva la Raza. Hell yeah. Viva la Raza is this Sunday coming up.
And it's a much more important topic than all this political bullshit I just had to sit through.
I totally agree. Drop the mic.
You should have wrote your vote in. You should have wrote your vote in for Dave Rosser.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this Sunday, November 13th, we're going to be at Southport Music Hall. And my band, Paper Chase.
Oh, if I gotta do the
Molly
Rosser
Ringwald,
thing.
yes.
The Chiwis, Bag of Donuts, Mr. Mark Broussard, and Metal Rose were there be playing, man. What are your thoughts on this event Sunday?
I wish we weren't doing it.
I understand that.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
But we are doing it.
No. I just wish we didn't have to do it.
And
That's what I mean. But I'm glad we are.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I would like to be doing this under much happier circumstances.
And I agree with you, but we step up for our family whenever we can. And that's what I want everybody to know. This Sunday is not some somber event. This is a party. Like, we're getting together with all of our people. Davo's going to be there ripping, shredding ass leads like nobody can. And it's going to be a good ass time. We got plenty of room in there. If you're looking to donate online, Dave Rosser at the Viva La Rosser page.
Viva La Rosser!
He has a GoFundMe account. He's up to about almost $50,000, but don't let that stop you.
it's too close to call right now, though.
Right?
Every penny counts.
But what everybody, he's ready for the fight, and unfortunately, the thing is expensive. So 50 grand is just a drop in the bucket.
Right.
That's why we're going to keep doing these things.
Give.
Yeah.
I love this man.
I do too.
I love him.
I want to give him a
everyone
big
is
bear
ready.
hug and kiss him on his neck.
Me too.
So everybody, Viva La Raza next
Viva
Sunday.
La Raza!
Should we talk about the Terror Twins?
What?
Should we talk about Terror Twins?
I'm disappointed that's not who's here.
Yeah, I mean, I know y'all's favorite show is the Terror Twins.
Yeah, we listen to
On the
it
dirtiest
often.
on the Dirtiest Players Network, we have 2
Hey,
shows.
that's the world's dirtiest players.
Okay.
The entire.
Are you trying? Are you trying?
Ah.
So, Whine and Cheese is hosted on a YouTube channel, the Dirtiest Players Network. We have the Whine and Cheese Show, and we also have Terror Twins. I know it's your favorite show. Let's give it a plug here, because I know it's your favorite show. Why should we? When's the next time we're gonna hear? I know you talked to the guys.
Yeah.
When's the
I
next
think
time
they
we're gonna do a
said,
show?
What was it? Next Monday. Something. Because every time something comes up.
Yeah, next Monday. That's a good way to say it.
Next Monday. When is this airing? When is this? This is live? Shit, it is next Monday. I think that's what they said.
Well, sweet. Just let everybody know.
Are we talking about this coming Monday
This
or the
coming
Monday?
Monday is the Monday that is
Sounds
next.
like y'all are doing the show.
It is next. Well, it's the next Monday. It's not a
probably will
Monday
slip right
before
into
the
it.
Monday coming.
He will slip right into it.
Yeah.
Right. This Monday is next.
Yes.
What's next?
Which is why we call it this Monday.
This Monday. This
Is the
next
next one.
Monday is the next Monday.
But we call it this Monday.
But it's next. It's the next one on the map, on the calendar.
You know why they came up with that term next? So that they know you weren't talking about this Monday, but next Monday.
I think he's got you there, English boy.
All right. Well, still next.
Don't poke the beaver.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, look, y'all, I really appreciate y'all coming
You
on.
want some English shit out on your radio.
Don't.
My last name is English.
Yeah, I understand that. I
You
understand
want to
that.
see somebody fuck with him about English.
That's true.
Some English.
It's been happening. Had I been Rick Rocket Scientist, I wouldn't be here right now.
We're gonna keep moving this thing along. I hope y'all. I'm hoping to hop up here for a second and hang out. Maybe have a brew. Don't go nowhere. Who knows what will happen with the rest of the
Nowhere.
night?
He's killing me.
We're gonna be watching the. Wait, what did I say?
What happened with your double negative? What? I'm
What did
sorry.
I say? Hold on.
Don't go nowhere.
Don't. Sorry.
So that
Don't
you
go
told me to
anywhere.
leave.
I appreciate y'all coming on. Hang out. We're going to be up in a
Sure.
second. Maybe we
C
bring
plus
y'all
effort.
back
Way
on.
to go.
Mr. Rick English, Mr. Phil Wang, thank y'all for coming on and dropping that electoral college knowledge. Let's try to bring my co-host back, who's been here for about 4 minutes of the show.
Did these old guys need help getting up?
Oh, that hurt my
Still
knee.
younger than the elder.
As you sit down, George, do we have an update on states electoral?
Clinton 122, Trump 150.
Uh-oh, sounds like it's a clean sweep for Clinton. I mean, the one who has the most.
Yeah, but Dickie taught you that one state could have a hell of a lot of electoral votes. And
California, 55 electoral
there you go. So he would have to have like 100-point lead.
Uh-oh.
This is probably a very small fraction of the vote. Like, it's weird. They call this thing with so little actually.
You know what aggravates me?
Put
When
through.
you see that they've called a state and there's less than 8% of the votes.
It's
in.
weird,
How the
right?
fuck do they do that?
I don't know, math.
I don't know. That tells me that it's rigged.
Oh, they're definitely the Russians.
Black Mirror.
Oh, which one did you watch?
Black Mirror. I watched Pigfucker.
Oh God, like season 1, episode 1.
Is that what it was? So look,
Holy shit.
we talk about a lot of different subjects on this show, and last week I was asking you what I should watch, and you talked about a show called The Black Mirror.
Yeah.
I watched one episode. Describe this show to me, because I watched an episode and I still don't understand it.
Futuristic Twilight Zone. Each episode's an independent one, and like it's not a series that continues on. Each episode's, independent of the rest.
So is it comedy?
Is it what?
Is it a comedy?
Were you laughing?
Well, the fact that they wanted the president to fuck a pig, like, I thought it was a comedy.
Really?
Well, I thought it was like a satirical type thing. Ted's probably gonna bust me on that, but because it was like a real show, but it had a funny plot and it was acted out in a serious way. That's what I took from it. Like, usually the point of the show was
You saw it as absurdity. where
Absurd.
Other
Absurd.
people would see it as that's what we're heading to, and that's what we're basically doing.
Oh.
Like, yeah, it's got to go too far, so it's shocking to you, but the core principle it's trying to teach you is there.
Yeah.
Just done without that, to that extreme, it's not going to spark you, like, entertainment-wise.
I'll tell you this, it hooked the shit out of me.
Oh,
Like,
that-
I didn't even know what to think of it, and it hooked
Other ones
me.
are a little more lighthearted and different. Like, that's why I always say save that episode till the end, or watch a bunch of other ones. It never quite goes there again. It just goes different places.
So I'm excited tonight because I'm actually ready to do this, that we have the entire crew from Not Real Radio here tonight.
Dude, Not Real Radio is here. Real here, Not Real Radio.
How do you feel about them being on Wine and Cheese?
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, this is
I didn't
something.
feel anything until you asked me. Now
No,
I
I'm
gotta
saying
come
this
up
is
with some
something that
bullshit.
we've always done. You and I have done this, and you
It's
have
better
always.
than you being on Not Real Radio.
Why haven't you asked me on Not Real Radio?
It's boring.
No.
Like, the
no.
Bubba the Lunch Sponge don't even like you. Like, I'm like, what am I?
Seriously,
having you
why
on?
haven't you asked me on Not Real on your show?
I guess we haven't had a reason yet.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
We'll
all
come
I
up
wanted.
with
I
one.
didn't know if there was something specific that.
I just don't want you to break any of my shit.
I'm not going to break anything. Why would you think I would break something?
I don't know, a little payback.
Because I get upset sometimes.
Yeah, man, you got glossy-eyed and red earlier.
But you know, I did another show Sunday.
What does that mean?
The NOW.
Now show.
The NOW. Did you watch that?
Right now.
Didn't you?
I did.
So, I have a show once a month called the NOW. It's a local New Orleans wrestling podcast.
It's my period. I watch it, makes me grumpy,
And
angry.
recently, we've started focusing on a wrestling promotion called Wildcat Wrestling that's local.
yeah,
you
best
watched,
thing that ever happened to y'all.
You watched the show this Sunday, at least some of it.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of it?
Oh, it's horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is it horrible?
It just is. I would never watch that.
Well, can you give me a specific reason or reasons?
It looks dumb. The conversation's dumb. Like, it's just...
Okay, can
It's
we
dumber
do
than this. Like, this is some dumb shit, but
Yeah,
that goes dumber
yeah.
than this.
So, why don't we do a little...
But I do think if you're a wrestling fan, and especially a Wildcat wrestling fan, which is cool, it's a local, people, they're doing something, and if you like that, the show is good. You get to see those people, it's casual, they're going to say some shit, they're learning how to be on mic and do interviews too, so I think it's great that y'all doing it, but yeah, it's not good.
You think I should keep doing it or should I stop?
Oh, I would have quit that long ago. After that flamingo guy, I would have been like, all right, I'm out of here.
Well, you know what? I want to get.
How do you feel about it? You like it? You think it's good? You look at that and you go, that's good?
You know,
You want to move on to another topic?
No, because unlike you, I'll actually address shit.
What
and
the
fucking
fuck?
answer
I
questions.
address
No, that's
everything you
fine.
ask me.
I think that it has a ton of room for improvement.
Yeah.
On all
Did
levels.
something just fall?
No, on all levels, right?
All right.
The interview, the audio, the video,
Yeah, that goes with everything, though.
but it's got an incredible response,
That's good.
right? Like we did the show Sunday night, and live 400 people watched it, and we had over 100 comments, and people getting. So that makes me want to keep doing it because I think we have an audience. That's why I want to keep doing
Oh,
it.
yeah, I definitely do think y'all do, too.
You know, I will say it does. It can become frustrating at times because you know how I am. I have a very clear view of what I want to do, and then I
At
have
the last second possible.
yeah, and then
Are they doing, the liberals doing dope over there or something?
what's that?
Are the liberals doing dope?
They can do whatever they want over there.
Dude, how fast did you crack Dickie?
Quick, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's why people don't want. You know how many people I invited to
He
come
answered
tonight that were
3
like, I
questions
don't want no
told
part of
you-
that.
He asked him 3 questions that told you exactly how he voted, but yet wouldn't say how he voted.
I played poker for a long time, bruh, and I'm good at it.
All right.
So he didn't even know I was spinning his little head in a circle.
Oh, yeah, done.
You know what I mean?
The English guys would have been better.
So here's what I want to do. I want to bring Allie and Mayday on right now. George, let's bring Allie and Mayday up right now. So we're gonna bring up. No. I want you. You got to stay out here. Hey, I
Dude,
want.
what am I going to do?
You know what? You're right. Get out of here. So.
Like, dude, that light is fucking...
Oh, wait, Mark, come sit back down because I got an idea. Come sit back down real quick. Just real quick because I got an idea and I want you to tell me if it's stupid.
What if I just get a chair and kind of sit there by you?
Because you'll be out the camera.
That's okay. I could be out the camera.
This is what I'm thinking. How about I bring them on and I talk to them for 10 minutes and then we'll do it like a debate style. You get to come back and then you get the rebuttal. Because I'm going to have plenty to say about you.
All
Yeah.
right. Should I mute my mic then, or you want to
Oh, no. Yeah. Mute.
Yep, that word.
Mute your mic for now. Allie Mayday, come on up here. I want to talk to y'all for a little bit. I
Yo,
appreciate
yo,
y'all
yo.
coming. Insane.
Down into your
In flames. How y'all doing?
Doing good, doing good.
Can,
Thanks for having us.
hey, can you hear me? Am I doing good?
Hello.
All right.
Sibilance.
How,
Squiz.
What did you
Squiz.
say? Syllabus. So, are you happy to be able to do something without Mark lording over you the whole time?
I am actually a special secret agent, secret service agent for the presidential candidate, Squiz.
Yes.
All right, so my name is actually Agent Brown. I just wanted you to know what my name was before
Agent
we
Brown?
got started
I
here.
respect our guests.
I'm here on behalf of Squiz,
Okay.
and I know not of what you speak.
Okay, so you're not on a show called Not Real Radio?
No. Squiz is a part of that show.
Mayday, you're on it, aren't you?
I am, actually.
Yeah.
What little
So,
I'm on.
How do you ever think about that you want to do something without Mark involved?
No, not really. Actually.
I kind of feel you.
You know? It's going great, apparently.
So, Agent Brown.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I have to fix my intel.
That's all right. Did you vote today?
Of course not.
You didn't vote.
No, sir.
Why didn't you vote?
Because I have intel. And Squiz, as everyone can see here, this was predetermined.
I see what you're
So
saying.
the vote literally does not matter. It's not that the votes don't count. They're counting these votes, but the votes don't matter because the president has already been predetermined ahead of time.
And it's Squiz.
Oh,
so you're
absolutely.
just making sure he gets to and fro.
This has just been, he's here for, people want to see him. America wants to see Squiz.
I know, I want to
and,
see him.
So that's why he's here, and I had to bring him under, obviously, a lot of care. Because, people want to see him dead. What they don't realize.
What do you mean, want to see him? He's dead.
Right. Well, they are seeing him dead now.
Mayday, did you vote today?
I did.
You have the sticker. I just didn't know if
Yeah,
someone
no.
gave it
It's,
to you.
it's
Who'd you-
legit. I didn't buy it at Park
Who'd
City.
you vote for?
Squiz.
You did vote for Squiz.
I did vote for Squiz.
Did you write him in?
I did.
Are you lying to me?
No,
you had to
absolutely
write
not.
him in.
You keep moving your eyes when you're.
Well, there are a
The
lot of lights
mainstream
shining
media
at me. I
won't
feel
list
like I'm
him
under
because there's no
interrogation.
need to.
got
You
it
write him
all.
in just to show support. He wrote him in.
So if a gun would have been to your head
Mm-hmm.
and you would have had to have chosen between Hillary and Trump, who would you have?
They're really both disappointing, I gotta say. I was very disappointed. This is the most I've been disappointed in an election, and kind of in a way America. I mean, I'm in my red, white, and blue,
America.
but I'm proud to be an American, right? I'm
course.
proud to
At
have the
least I
right to
know I'm
vote
free.
and everything.
Donuts.
But it got so disgusting towards the end that it's just preposterous. Thank
Yeah.
God that Squiz is here for that.
So what is?
Yes.
I mean, obviously in the next couple of hours we're gonna hear it called for
Right.
Squiz. What's the first thing he does in office?
Well, I mean, just look at him. What do you think he's gonna do?
Stand there dead?
He's gonna tell America to fucking pussy up, pretty much.
Pussy up?
Pussy up.
All right.
I had a friend tell me they don't like the term man up. They don't like that.
What do you mean you don't like man up?
They don't like that. It insinuates that only a man is doing something tough. And you know what? He's a cat. He's saying pussy up. That's his challenge. Everybody needs to pull their pussies up by the straps.
I mean, that person is wrong because
No, because he says, I don't have to do shit. I'm fucking Squiz. You guys fix your shit. Regulate your own fucking society.
No, I'm talking about the guy.
Squiz
that,
doesn't have to do anything. That's
whoever
the
the
thing.
person that said man up is not good. Like, you realize men are stronger and tougher than women are.
Have you seen Starla? You think Starla couldn't whoop your ass?
Well, I'm not saying mine, but I mean,
Oh,
in general, that's where the
But
term.
you're a man technically. She is technically a woman.
I just
Therefore,
think that it sounds like the person you're talking to maybe has some delusions about gender equality when it's not equal. It's not. Like, each gender does something better than the other.
you sound just like a Trump supporter.
I do.
Look.
Are you
I'm
saying
just-
that mentally and physically?
No, I'm saying the men and women both have strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
And
right.
it's not even a discussion that men are more physically
Right.
tough and stronger. And,
But are you
know.
also saying that we have a higher mental capacity than females?
No, I can't say that, man.
Really?
I can't
We're
say
equal.
that. And actually,
Squiz is starting to shed a little bit.
yeah,
I'm starting to itch.
I'm glad I wore black.
I've seen some smart. I've been around some smart chicks. You know.
All right.
Yeah.
Should we build the wall?
Absolutely. Build it as high as we
Squiz
can.
said that's a waste
Let's
of
go.
fucking money. He said them people can dig tunnels. Like, don't y'all know that? They dig fucking tunnels. Where do you think all the good drugs and guns are coming from, dude? They can dig some tunnels. And think about it this way. Who's going to build it? You're going to get them to build their own fucking wall? That's some shitty shit.
Well, I think that's. And do you want to know what?
All right, here, build this and then go back on the other side, motherfucker. Like, that's wrong.
Well, no, because what if I can interpret what Donald Trump is saying when he's talking about we're going to build a wall and they're going to pay for it. He has no plan, but what he has experience in
I have
is
no plan. Elect me for president.
is sitting at the table with two groups that are trying to get something done. And he envisions a way in showing
Right, we're
the
putting
Mexican
at least
people
making the
that
first
you'll
step.
pay for this
The
because it'll
Mexican
benefit
people.
you in the long run. That's what he's saying. You think that's crazy?
Squiz says that's a fucking waste of money. You know how much good shit we can do with that money?
What
Fix
can
the
we- what
fucking
can we
roads
do-
in Lakeview.
What should
Huh?
No. What should we do with the money?
Catnip.
Fix the fucking roads. Oh, well, yeah, catnip will definitely be legal. Of course, Squiz is going to say that. But Squiz says legalize all drugs.
I agree with that. I think they should legalize them all as well. Mayday.
I know some of. I'm kind of on the fence with that because I have heard in Europe they do that and they have less fatalities and they have more control over it. So
Right.
Well, people are
not
still doing
everything,
drugs.
but I think if they kind of decriminalize a lot of it, I think it would easen. That's a
Easen
double
Hosen.
negative.
That's okay. Look,
It's a
you say
German
bunch of
word.
bullshit
It's
when
a
you're
German
live.
word.
I think it would kind of ease the stress of a lot of headaches they have right now, and they could focus more on fixing and becoming better.
But
at
they
dealing
won't
with this.
because private prison systems and how much money do they make getting people for fucking drugs? A lot.
Do you want to know who the largest supporter of the anti-marijuana legislation is financially?
Who's that?
The prison guard union.
Fucking
The
right.
prison guards union donates more money to anti-legalization of marijuana than any other entity. It's
Absolutely.
because they won't want to lose their jobs because there's thousands,
Right.
millions of people in jail on dope charges.
Right,
And
right.
they know
I
if
have
they
heard
make
that.
that legal, they'll be kicking them out. You know who's second? The pharmaceutical companies.
I believe that.
Yeah, it's
What if
insane.
what if they put away the real criminals in their spots? That would be nice. They let so many fucked up people go away, get out for like overcrowding and bullshit, and they're way worse than some of the motherfuckers that are in there. And they just, oh well, we got to get rid of you. It's overcrowded. And they have all these little fucking loopholes. I have people in my family that did stupid fucking shit that I'm ashamed of these people. And guess what? They fucking went through the system and just somehow just whoop, never
Fell through.
fucking stay in jail. Just never stayed in. Like, what is that? And these people are doing violent shit and bad shit sometimes. But you got somebody that got fucking popped with a little bit of drugs, even if it's cocaine, even if it's fucking heroin. They got hit with drugs. If that was the only fucking crime they committed, like, you got people doing way worse shit that are just fucking continuing to do it out on the streets every day.
Do you think mandatory minimums are racist?
Mandatory minimum what, sentences?
Yes.
How could it be racist? Did they say only black people get this sentence and only white people get this sentence?
Because 70% of cocaine users are white. 70% of cocaine dealers are black. They set the amount that you can have on you at the distribution level.
Really?
So the law, some people think, is inherently racist because it's focused on the African American
That's fucking
population.
stupid. No, it's focused on the dealers because the dealers are the ones that are, that's the source. If they want to stop drugs, which I know they don't really, but if they want to stop drugs, they're going to go after the fucking dealer.
I know, but there's a lot of people that say that those mandatory minimums got put into effect because they knew it would put more black people in jail.
No, it's because they knew that it would put the dealers away, therefore stop the traffic in that area. And then, of course, somebody else is going to come in, but they stopped that one.
Okay. No, I'm
If it's
look,
a real war on drugs.
I
If
don't
that's
know
what-
where to fall on it. I think it's a valid
I
argument.
think a dealer is worse than a buyer as far as they're going to be able to distribute something they consider dangerous to way more people. So wouldn't you want to put that person away instead of the person that's just has their own little amount they're doing on their own?
You make a.
I don't
guess so.
care because I don't
Yeah.
think any of it's a big deal. Do what you do. But if that's their thinking on it, I don't know.
Mayday.
I mean, chicken or the egg in a way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Is it who's at fault, the dealer or supply and demand,
Mark, you're getting
where the
your beer?
person wants to? Okay,
Please.
Clawing me.
I'm done
Please,
listening
I'm-
to you. Fuck you, dude. I'm
Fucking
leaving.
stand it, dickhead.
Fuck you, dude.
Fuck, I don't even know why I have you on this fucking
Ah,
show, man.
ah, ah. Where's Tyree? Ah,
Yeah.
you know, at that, but hey, I will say this. If you use it for recreational use, that's cool. But if you've got it morning, noon, and night, I think you should have some kind of help or treatment, or at least be made aware. Maybe you have
Even if it's weed.
Yeah, even if it's
If it's
even
a-
if it's
if it's
weed, you
affecting-
should at least be it should be made known that you may have a addictive
Addiction?
personality.
Yeah.
You know, just now whatever you do from there, that's kind of on you. But I think a lot of people would act differently if they knew, hey, you're inherent to this. You know.
Do you think the election and all of this stuff is rigged? Is it predetermined?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I
Really?
do. I really do. Especially the last week with the media coming out and saying what they said as far as the amount of stories that they negatively bashed Trump with, whether they're true or not, versus Clinton. Right there, that's 10-1. The other thing, too, is the president. I can't recall a president running this hard and filling in at times when she was sick.
Right.
You know what I mean? On that to me is really a bias,
Yeah.
opinion in any regard.
Well, when they sent that body double to her events, you saw that?
I mean,
You think that was real?
I see. Here's the thing: is that I think I consider myself just like y'all, in fairly intelligent people who can decipher what they see, and even my judgment is clouded on that.
Sure.
I don't know if you put it on Facebook every day. Maybe she does have a body double.
I did see some differences, and then I did see a photo of the woman that looks like her, and she fucking looks like her.
That's like
There's
Beyonce
a couple
when
of
she
small
was pregnant.
differences.
Did y'all see that?
When she wasn't really, yeah.
Right, she was, and she got up on the Jenny Moore show or whatever, and her belly like did a little fake belly thing like that.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't think she
know what to
actually had a
believe.
child because they also sealed off her hospital and everything and made it real weird
Have
about
you seen
the
that
birth
booty?
and all that.
That booty ain't had no kid.
No, baby.
And think of that thing.
The whole just the whole reason we're talking about
had a
Beyonce
surrogate.
and that, and with Clinton and all that, that to me is a problem. I really think that's a problem with society and all that. That we're putting that much praise and value of their opinions. Who gives a shit about what Jay-Z and Beyonce thinks about that? I really could care less, to be honest with you. I'll listen to their opinion,
Yeah,
but it's
like
not
we're
going to
talking
sway
about Michael
me.
Jackson.
That's the Illuminati, though.
He wrote
You realize
Thriller,
that,
bro.
right? They
Like if
fit
you
in
wrote
with all
Thriller,
that.
I want to hear what the fuck you
I
had
don't know
to
if
say.
I don't know if I'd listen to him. I'd listen
Yeah.
to Quincy. I'd definitely listen to
Oh,
Quincy.
the-
You know what I
the
mean? What he would
puppet
have to
master?
say?
The puppet
Absolutely. I
master.
would at least be interested to see what he has to say.
Nice. Well, did y'all come tonight with any things specific that y'all wanted to talk about? I don't get a chance to. Mark hogs y'all all the time. I don't get a chance to talk to y'all. What about Not Real Radio? The show y'all did a show this weekend. You had the PPV guys on.
Absolutely. Tyree
You like
and the
like
boys.
having them on?
I really do. They're really a good group of guys. I consider them artists, which I don't consider a whole lot of people artists. You know, they're passionate in what they do. They're good people and they're fun to be around. And they're really they're passionate about what they watch. I mean, like with the movies and things, I really enjoy movies. They are like enamored by movies and dissect it the same way I dissect music and writing songs. Something going on.
Oh, I'm good. I thought I heard something happening here.
But
Yeah.
no, they're a great group of guys, man.
How
We're
much
hanging around.
time do you put in a week preparing for your show on Sunday?
It varies. Minimum 3 to 4 hours. On a high side, we could spend a couple nights on it.
Do you wish you talked more on the show versus playing the sound clips?
Half and half. I enjoy playing the sound clips because I think it's intriguing to a lot of people, especially myself. And I find that lately I've been a little more vocal on it. I'm trying to find that happy
Which
balance.
I like.
You know?
Which I like.
Thank you. Appreciate
Do
that.
you? Because there have been comments made in the past that sometimes you're overbearing
Oh,
with
sure.
the sound
Absolutely.
clips. Do you think that happens sometimes?
Absolutely.
Legitimately?
Yeah, definitely.
Never.
I mean, mostly when you're drinking, but.
Oh,
Only
yeah.
at
okay.
Southport
Well, hey, when you get the train
Hall.
involved with the tranny penis, things happen. But hey.
One more thing I want to ask both of y'all about.
I have squizz hair stuck to my lips.
We better quit going down on him. We both do a similar style thing. Y'all have been doing it for a lot longer than I have, doing a weekly podcast about your life and things that you talk
This ain't about our fucking life.
Well, of course it is about your life.
No.
You can be Robin Quivers and think that's not
I'm
you.
not quivering.
Okay, well, you're wrong about that.
You're wrong.
Squizzes.
Fuck
you, dude.
This is your new president. Look at it. Look at it.
Does it bother?
This is what we're here for. What bothers me?
Does it bother you when you do a show and people take it personally and maybe you lose a friendship over it?
No.
Why not?
Because it kind of goes back to something that Lord Phillips said earlier. If they are going to be like that, they're like that before they got offended by what you said. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
So if they're really your friend and we all love each other, you know how much fucking difference of opinions we all have? Like, holy shit.
Definitely.
Especially us, with you.
Yeah.
Like us against you.
Yeah.
No, but you know what I'm saying. But dude,
Lost a lot
you're
of
so
friends.
fucking talented, and we do great work together. And like, I'm glad that we're doing this. We have to be able to fucking work together. We're all artists. We're all doing the same shit. It's stupid for us to fight. Like, we're gonna have differences of opinions, and we're gonna have to give each other tough love. Wouldn't you rather Mark tell you he thinks the Now Show sucks than him just be like, no, dude, it's great, it's
Of
beautiful,
course.
it's wonderful.
That's why I've asked him to
Dude,
please come
fucking
back on the show.
Tundam News shared Not Real Radio.
Wait, is that the?
Tundam News.
I heard you doing those.
And
fucking
dude,
voices.
he
That was
fucking
great.
said, thank you for the brutal honesty.
Right, because you said he sounded good, but some of the people he had is not up to snuff.
And then he explained that the people that he had on the show that did like the other voices that he couldn't do himself, like different people, that it was like trade-offs. Like he was doing art for him, or he did a photo shoot for the chick, or whatever, something like that.
So what Allie's talking about is Tunda Manu.
Tundam News.
There's a cartoon
It's
that
a Cajun Thundercats.
he takes the Thundercats cartoons and he
They make a big
overdubs
gumbo.
Cajun.
Yep.
Right?
Old
And you-
Papa,
I'm actually
Lionel,
interested
Bantro, Momru.
Skeleton.
Go to the Skeleton. That's T-Man. He's got two of them. Then T-Man is the Cajun He-Man.
And this Sunday you
and
talked
they got
about
Skeleton.
how you liked it, but you also
make a
said
big
that
gumbo.
maybe they could do better with the other voices. And he
The other
shared it
voices.
and appreciated it.
And he still, because you know what? He's like, hey, they fucking talked about my show. Like you said, they talked about my band. Like, that's good that other shows are sharing people's shit and talking about each other's art. Like, you want an honest opinion. If you don't want an honest opinion, then you should not be putting it publicly out on Facebook and sharing it and asking people to share it. Because if you just want them to share something and just, no matter what it is, if it's good or bad or shit, that's fucked up. Like, you should want somebody to share it on their own, like, because they thought it was good.
I agree with you.
And not just, like, because it's bullshit.
And a lot of this has a tie-in kind of with the social satire that's going on right now with the election of you can't even have an opinion anymore.
You cannot have an
Because
opinion.
you say one thing, oh, it's Hillary or it's Trump, and it's like, oh, you're instantly branded. It's like, wait, can I at least say what I want to say and why I think that way? I think that's all gotten chopped off between social media and just ignorance of people lately, and it's really annoying to me. That's a big problem.
This fucking election brought out the worst in everybody I know.
Including
it's amazing.
them. She even mentioned it today about
crazy,
how it
man.
got
Amazing,
vicious, man.
dude. It's just fucking, it's
disgusting.
ridiculous. Like, if that's how we're going to behave towards each other, like,
Should be
fuck,
ashamed,
why are we
all
even
of
fucking
us.
here? Like, it's ridiculous.
George, is Mark's mic on? Yeah, turn his mic on, because here's something that has come up a couple times in the past, and it's one of the things that I was most proud of Mark and like most
Who
impressed
the
with.
fuck is Mark?
Mark.
I'm sorry. Czar. It's one of the things I was proud and really respected is every time this has happened too, he's stepped up and verbalized it, and y'all agreed. He's very against people being pressured physically, mentally, verbally into giving away their freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Y'all, and I think we all hate when someone comes on and wants to threaten you to stop making your opinion.
Right.
And y'all have always been very vocal about that.
And, you know, it's if you give that up, kind of like the right to vote, then, I mean, what are we doing? You know what I mean? What else do we have in America that's free and, you know, separates us at this point? And that's something that we've all got to wake up on. And you know
Don't
what?
need to
A lot of the
wake up.
times too, we're doing and saying certain things, and I think a lot of people are because they genuinely care and are trying. They have their best interest. Now, whether it's hurtful or not exactly the right way to say it, and it kind of comes out mean, I think a lot of the underlying message gets lost. And I think people kind of
Exactly.
need to desensitize just a little bit, you know?
Exactly. Well, Mark, you want to come talk to your people for a minute?
Need a break? You go to the
Yeah,
bathroom?
why don't you come talk to your people? Let's sub the good one in.
Well, hello. How are you?
Hey, y'all having a good time?
Not,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this is
interesting.
actually
I'm
pretty
glad
good.
everybody's here. It's good to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, why don't y'all give Teddy the mic? No.
Oh.
Y'all had fun?
This is cool.
I heard Cheese blasting y'all with political questions.
Yeah.
Did y'all
I
get
like
the
some of
feeling
them.
that Cheese might actually run for office soon? Like maybe is this? I was wondering why we were doing this because we're not a.
He
political
would be a good
show.
politician. I would say that.
You think?
He has that kind of MO.
He's nurturing it right now. He's
Definitely.
using this as a
Definitely.
platform.
I think
that-
we're gonna see this 2021.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Oh, definitely.
All right.
And you know when he gets a taste of something, it's like he get that little taste of that Parmesan cheese.
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Squiz. Who would win in a political race, you versus Cheese?
Wow, no competition. Wow.
Oh, he talks now? The
Well, I mean, I didn't know
evolution
how I
talking.
should go about that. That's what he wanted me to say.
Hey, honestly, if Squiz loses tonight, are you going to be able to handle it?
There's no if Squiz loses.
Oh, boy, this could get a little rough.
There's no,
man.
like I said, it's predetermined. There is no, the votes and all that. They don't have to vote for him. He won. He is the president. It's not even he won. There's nothing to win. It's not a contest. He's the president.
It's already been rigged for him.
It's just, this was predetermined years ago. Squiz was meant to be, I mean, before he was taxidermied, he was already meant to be the president.
Weren't they doing like some kind of scientific experiment to see if it could grow a cat's brain? And it did, and it got extremely intelligent and learned how to hack and actually overhack the Russian hack to make Squiz the winner?
No, somebody drowned him and then they fucking went and taxidermied him. It was weird.
Oh, okay, got it. Wow.
I wish I had my splash effect.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
we
it
should
was
get
like
any
I
effects
think
in
it was
this
like a
one.
crime, like a hate crime, because they did this to preserve him in time. And look at him. I mean, that's horrible. Like, let this thing go.
We've been talking to the dead cat for a year now, and it hasn't gotten any easier.
Is it going away after tonight?
No, I'm gonna provide him with a proper burial. Actually, I'm gonna do a nice little cremation of him and Biz.
In the suit.
In the suit.
Good, maybe my sinuses will finally start clearing up.
Ah, what about the Biz?
Him and Biz are both going. And but
Really?
it's after he serves his full term of presidency, so we might have him for at least
4
another.
years.
And he's
you
a
know,
dictator.
No, like
4.
8 years. Like he's gonna be the whole thing.
Oh,
Oh, fun.
God. The suit is fantastic.
Yeah, Barbara Jean did a good
Barbara
job.
Jean creation.
Wow, amazing. Wish I had her laugh.
Yeah. So what do you, how bad do y'all think Richard's going to be when he's on? Think he's
He's-
gonna
I
be,
think
is he
he's
upset with
upset.
me?
He's
He should be upset with Cheese.
Well, if you're asking how bad he's going to be, I think he's going to be good then, because I think people, when they're pissed off and they're passionate, they tend to say what they mean, and I think it'll be good to hear him come out and fucking, hey, if we fucked up or if you and Cheese fucked up, tell him,
Yeah,
you know?
fuck them, put the mic on this side.
Tell
so
him,
they
tell
probably-
him why what they
you ain't
said
hearing
wasn't
much
cool,
right now.
and we can have a cool discussion about it, and everybody will be friends, and it'll be, you know,
Yeah.
everybody will
It's not our
understand.
first
We'll
friends
all
we've
talk
lost
about it.
'cause of
We'll
this.
understand. I think it's good that he's ballsed up to come on the show too. Like, you know, he didn't have to do that. He's like, all right, no, I'm gonna address this. So.
It's going to be an interesting night Sunday with him and Lazy Eye.
Oh yeah, fucking right, lazy eye.
I'm sure
Always
nobody
like
wants to
Lazy
hear. We're like having a
Not real radio.
What are we supposed to be
kitchen
doing right
table
now? We're
talk.
doing a show, like a
I don't know. Cheese had to
live
go to the
YouTube
bathroom
show.
and
Where'd
hang
Cheese
out
go?
with the English dude.
Did he
so
come back?
then,
What are we?
he's like
English
abandoned.
people are
Are we
him.
still talking about the election?
I don't know. I'm so glad we didn't really deal with the
Who's
election on
winning?
Not Real Radio.
Winning.
Like, it's torturous. So y'all, it's ready for this shit
After
to be
today,
over.
I mean, how
Well,
much
it's only
bigger
going to
can
get
it
worse. If
You
Trump
think?
does
Oh, it's-
pull this thing out,
Really?
then boy, you seen what they do to a police department.
See, like squiz
I mean,
dust
really,
in
you're
here
going to have
everywhere.
50% of the country very angry. What's happening over
Nothing
It's
at all.
squiz is
here? I wish we
shed.
could burn that motherfucker
Oh
right here.
no, we're
Right
waiting
now,
until
right
he
now.
fucking fixes
God
this
damn.
country. Squiz for America.
2016.
2016.
I hear his laugh. He's not too far
Oh,
away.
he's right there hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, dude,
Ball
y'all
with
want
the
me to
paw.
talk to Ted for a little while?
Yeah,
Sure,
sure.
yeah.
I think y'all been on here
Yeah,
for a little while.
I've had
now.
about.
Thanks for having us,
Dude,
everybody.
Ted, come talk to me. Hurry up before Cheese
Ted,
gets
we're
back.
getting out of here.
Keep going, dude. I talk to
going.
them for an hour every Sunday. What you want me to talk to them about? No kidding. Yeah, right. We do it with no cameras for a reason. Allie, get that thing off. of
Hey,
me.
why don't we bring Ted up and you and I can both talk to him?
That's what we're trying
Yeah,
to
I
do.
was
Bring-
trying
bring
to get
us-
Ted
yeah.
up here now.
Let's bring the smart
That's a
one.
good idea. Yeah.
Hell
There's a
yeah.
lot. Hey, there is a lot going on Wine and Cheese.
Except
like,
for y'all getting the fuck up and
I
letting
love-
Ted sit
Mayday,
down.
Mayday, hold on, hold on.
I was waiting for cheese. I thought y'all
hold
were
on.
gonna do it all
Mayday.
at once.
yeah, whoa,
Mayday.
whoa, hold on.
Hold on before
Hold
you.
on.
Mayday.
Hold on.
Oh, Mayday. Director. Cut.
Oh,
Do you-
hold on.
Do y'all like
on.
Allie and Mayday? Do y'all like Wine and Cheese, the show?
I do now.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Oh, now that you've been on it.
No,
I watch
do
it. I
now
do
as
enjoy
of, like,
watching
a
it
month
live.
or two.
If I
What
don't
would
watch
you-
it live, it's hard for me to watch sometimes.
Let's do a Band-Aids with Wine and Cheese. What
Really?
do we need to do better?
What do y'all need to do
Yeah.
better?
What are we doing overall? The whole show. What do we need to do better?
Man, George is running around like, I mean, all over the place. You need
Agreed.
to help him out. He is like
Okay.
ninja over here,
But
man.
imagine you didn't know what was going on behind the scenes, just what you're seeing on the show every week. No, wait, like you can't tell me that we're perfect. That there's nothing
George,
we can
the
improve.
only thing Mayday's paying attention to the whole show is what George is doing.
No, I'm watching everything. I'm watching everything from the little fan cooling that to people coming and going to the election going on. There's a lot going on.
What's going
So what's
lot
wrong
going
with
on.
the show?
You get a little long-winded sometimes, I think.
Oh, him?
I'll be honest with you. Sometimes on your rants, but that's you. That's you being you, and I think you're finding you. And you know, sometimes it's a little on the
Hey,
brutal
look,
side.
He's not likable, and I'm not relatable. The show will never work.
I do find
Uh-oh.
I do find myself realizing that I'm over talking him a lot, and I try to do
Sometimes.
better with that because he's got shit to say. Right?
See,
So-
I'll listen to it and I go, I'm long-winded. So that's pretty weird.
Well,
nice.
you know, but I do enjoy it. You know, every week y'all bring something in or spice it up or change the set or, you know what I mean?
That's all
It gets
George.
better and better, and that's what I like to see.
You're right.
It's
That's
all
all
George.
George. It is. Everything we throw at him,
Hey,
he comes
George-
with it.
George is doing great. You need to shut
Yeah,
the fuck
right.
up.
Nice.
Wrap it up.
All right, are we released?
Yeah, y'all are good. Thank
All
y'all
right.
for coming,
y'all.
man. Y'all hang out.
Watch the flag.
How about we? You want to stay in the pink chair?
No, the microphone's on the wrong side.
Oh. Let's bring old Ted Torres up in here. Teddy Torres.
All right.
Yeah. I think I lost my phone.
All right.
I did the same thing
here it is.
earlier.
Yeah, here it is. Mr. Ted Torres.
Cushions.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, buddy.
Mark, talk to him for something, because I forgot my number.
I got the bullet that was lodged in Mayday's brain. It was removed. Somebody shot that. How you doing? It's weird over there? It's boring?
It is. There's a lot of math going on.
Oh, no, they're doing math?
Yeah, and a lot of numbers. I had no idea there'd be this many numbers involved.
I was told there'd be no math.
Yeah.
It's percentages and
I
shit.
thought it was all about colors.
Teddy, how you been,
Oh,
man?
it is.
I'm good.
You know, what's crazy is that you and I worked for the same company for a while, and I got really used to seeing you all the time, and I was enjoying that. And now I don't get to see you that much. Yeah.
In slacks.
Yeah, right? In a whole dress shirt and everything. You still doing your thing over there?
I'm still there.
Nice,
Still
man.
performing miracles.
I'm glad to hear that.
Kinda was, yeah.
Did you vote?
I did not vote.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do
got
you
one
have
on
a-
my team.
And look, I just wanted
you
to be
know.
known that I am not one of these people who will ever give anybody shit for voting, not voting, who they vote for. It's hard enough
You
to
were
bring
just yelling at Dickie a little while ago.
about what?
Who he voted for? No, you gotta. You know?
No. I'll give
We'll
you
build
shit.
a wall like
No, I'll
Ted
give you
saw
shit.
that.
No. I'll give you. See, you don't fucking.
What?
Yes, I think if you vote and you don't want to say who you voted for, I think it's a little bit of weakness, you know. But I don't care if you don't vote.
Well, no, man, I'll be honest with you. The biggest insecurity I had about coming on tonight was, wait, I didn't vote on,
Yeah, well,
on an
there's-
election night show.
I can
Yeah.
tell you this: there's.
Can hang for that.
I was amazed because
This
I
America,
voted,
boy.
I voted for the first time since I was 18. So then I started talking to people about it. I was amazed how many people our age, our friends that think like us, that don't vote.
Yeah, I think it's a generational thing. I think it's like kids getting their driver's license. You know, how many 16-year-olds right now, you know, can't wait to get their driver's license? No, they'd rather be chauffeured around.
Yeah.
Right? When you were
Uber.
16, when I was 16, hey, you need to go down to the corner? Yeah, let me drive. I got
Yeah.
my license.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing with voting.
It
I
was
just-
freedom. They don't want freedom. That's why everybody peer pressures everybody. Even if it is just to go vote, you're being pressured into that. Like, I have the freedom not to go vote, to not exercise my right to freedom. Everybody claims they want freedom, but they're fascists on both sides. Like, that's what's the problem with extremism is.
Is there a reason?
That's what
you
Teddy
don't-
told me back
No,
then.
no. I did. You'd be. I wish I would have wrote
No.
it down. But you're way better with this about quotes and literary things. But I saw a quote from some famous person that said, "Not choosing is also a decision." Right? Like,
Yeah.
me not going and choosing between 2 or 3 things that I don't want to choose from is also a decision.
If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice, Geddy Lee Rush.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was
God,
that what you
take
saw
back.
it?
No. It was
Okay.
like Mark Twain
Making
or
sure.
something. I don't know. Gonesh.
Maybe.
Is there
Second verse of
Is there a
Milkshake.
reason? Second verse, same as the verse. Is there a reason you don't vote?
Sloth. I would have to say, laziness.
Really?
You
Just-
came
you know,
here, though. You
because
could have
what
just
hap-
went to the poll on your way.
Well, what happens is when it gets to election day is when the laziness kicks in, because up until that point, I guess I'm one of those guys where I really don't feel as though mathematically my vote counts.
Well, it doesn't.
I'm just that guy,
You-
and I know that.
You individually, it doesn't, because we're
I'm s- you
we're a
know-
red state and we were going red, and you know. Now the thing is, well, what if 1 million people said their vote? It doesn't work like
No,
that.
it doesn't. I
It's
mean,
going to be a landslide victory in Louisiana.
I'm not in a position where I think the election has that much impact on me. I'm still going to wake up the next morning. I'm still going to go to work. I'm still going to be able to write. I'm still going to have my cat for a little while. I'm still going to be able to, see my girlfriend. I'm going to have my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that whoever wins is going to determine whether or not I can keep that lifestyle the way I keep it now.
You don't think they...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could, though. Because if either side goes extreme enough, then they could dictate what you write if you want to write for a living. Now, if you just want to write for fun and give it away, that's fine.
Right.
But the only people who could really make a living doing something usually have some kind of corporate backinship. So,
Yeah.
like the decisions of the corporate, kind of like everybody, oh, they're gonna make marijuana legal. They're gonna make, yeah, and then you're gonna get piss tested when you go to your corporate job and for your fucking insurance and shit. So it doesn't matter if weed's legal. The corporations outlaw something now, not the government. Like it's just. That's why I don't
I'm
vote,
with
because
you,
it's
though.
no different. Like extremism on both sides is bad, and that's what we're being offered. Or Gary Johnson, which I love tidbits to death, but he shouldn't have risked his life in the
Look,
rain
I
to
guess
go do that.
I haven't tipped my toe in the water of literary success enough to even have an opinion on what that would be like to
Right.
be restricted in that way. I know that I enjoy doing what I do. I enjoy playing music. I enjoy writing. I enjoy seeing my friends. Those things I can still do, and that's what my life is, and that's what I don't really think anything can affect unless I'm affected personally, physically, and I can't play music.
Understood.
Or
So let's just say you had to have chosen between Hillary and Trump.
Yeah.
What would your decision have been?
Hillary.
Hillary? And why is that?
I just think she has more experience on a very general scale with world politics. I mean, do you really think that Trump's bravado on television right now is going to translate well in foreign policy? I mean, if he goes overseas and carries that same sort of, aggressive mentality, you think they're going to be as forgiving of him as they are here in the States?
Well, here's what I think.
I don't.
If Tom Brady,
I think it's scary.
If Tom Brady is the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, I don't give a fuck. But when he's the quarterback of the Patriots, he's got a squad behind him that garners respect before we even step on the field, right? And then that bravado is now backed up by the United States military and the United States economy. And I think that maybe it just might work.
So isn't it one of his things is maybe you don't want him to get along with people? Like
Yes.
the people who
Yeah.
vote him in office don't want him to get along with those
Right.
people. They want to work in a factory. They want it to be China here. Life is going to be good when Trump brings jobs here, factory jobs, and you can work in a cubicle or the factory itself. And look, your healthcare provider's right down the street. And then, we'll build an apartment complex in the back. And it's going to be what you're voting against, but you're actually voting for it. That's what baffles me about the whole thing. Like, it's okay for these corporations to tell you what you can and can't do while you're not at work. It's okay for the corporations to raise your health care or shit like that. And how you conduct your life. It's okay for them, but don't do it under the government name. It's the same fucking thing, though.
It is.
But they're happy with going to vote for Trump and go, you know what? The government's not going to regulate all this. Your employer is. That's fucking slavery.
That's actually a good point. I
but
never thought about it that way because
But the other end of the spectrum is everything's being filtered through the government. That you can't even have a private business. I can't open a bar room in New Orleans and say, if you come here, you can smoke. It's bad for you. You shouldn't do it. And you know what? If you're in here, you're getting secondhand smoke, and somehow that shit is even worse. I should be able to do that, though. I should be able to. It's your house, but open for business. That's the way things used to be. That's why you have these laws, but it ain't like that no more, and neither side is going to change that. It's just Hillary's going to do the same thing under the government's name, and Donald Trump would let the corporations dictate that. You're still getting the same amount of fuckery. You're still getting the same amount of lack of freedom. Nothing's going to change. That's why I just stay home. Like, why go fucking rush off of work to run in there to push a fucking button that I don't even know if it's even going to work?
Freedom. I mean, you said, do you think freedom is gonna be, taken away? Or
Look,
added based
there
on
won't
who's
be
on-
freedom
I think
anymore.
it's little bits at a time.
There
right?
won't be.
You don't even notice it.
There'll be freedom again when they need people to go to Mars to try to colonize it before the rich people get there, and then you could go to Mars and do whatever you want because they ain't there yet. Like, welcome to America.
Know this much, that regardless of whether or not Trump wins tonight, it is setting a precedent for future elections to come. if you think this was a circus, hold on to your asses.
When Kanye West is here
Exactly.
in 2020.
He just made it okay.
Yeah,
to,
he did.
You know, to
Come
be
out and
that
say whatever
guy.
the hell you want. So do you think should the government regulate things that they think is better for your health, like not smoking in bars? Should they step in on that type of shit?
No. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. You know, and my my reasoning for that is because I think everyone has their own right to choose the way they're going to destroy themselves, which tends to be the American way. You know what I mean? Be it Natty Light.
The bar can't
Yeah.
serve beer anymore.
Right? So, you know, it's, I don't know, call it natural selection, whatever you want to call it.
Selection?
But, select.
Should we build a wall?
No. I don't think we should build it.
I consider you a pretty smart dude.
And I'll tell you this.
Why shouldn't we build the wall?
Well, you know, I don't buy the argument about they're taking our jobs. You know, not once have I, you know, sat at the counter at Denny's and watched the dishwasher and go, God damn it, I could have gotten that job.
Yeah. Oh, I think the
You
they're
know-
stealing our jobs argument is an argument that politicians make to people who have never been in any type of building environment ever. When we build things,
So you're talking about a certain industry.
when we build things, when we build high rises and things like that, you can't find white folks who will come and do that work. You can't. And they won't show up on time. And these people from Mexico that come in, they're on time. They'll work for a decent wage. They're great workers.
You
They're
don't have to
skilled.
pay taxes on them.
So you're anti-wall.
No. I have no idea, Wall. Like, I don't know if it'll work or not. I think that something should be done. Do you think we should be taking in all these Syrian refugees?
I think it's like building a Death Star. It's just, I can't even wrap my head around building a wall that separates Mexico and the
They
United
got
States.
tunnels that they ain't hiking through the freaking sun and everything. They going through tunnels.
Yeah,
and
but
shit.
we send
just
little
like in the
beagles
Middle
in there
East.
to bite them.
Yeah, right.
Syrian refugees. I mean, I think.
Yeah, okay. Big part of this election has been the difference in Obama's wanting to bring in all these Syrian refugees. How do you feel about that? Should we be letting people whose countries don't even want them?
Because they ratted out their leaders so that we can put American corporations there.
Okay.
So now all the people who ran out their governments got to find a place to live. Like this is the what's it called program.
So how do you feel about
Like in a
taking
mob.
in foreign people?
I mean, I don't know that I really have an opinion on that. It's kind of the
Good one.
the NIMBY, the NIMBY theory, not in my backyard. You know,
Yeah.
it's. I think any level of immigration should have some kind of checks and balances where, you know, if you're coming into the country through even semi-legal means like the Syrian refugees, I mean, I think that there should be some level of background check.
You live in
There's
an
even such a
apartment
thing.
complex?
Yes.
How would you feel if all of a sudden your floor, everybody was cooking like stinky Indian food or something?
How would I feel if you mean like now?
Yeah, right now.
Like you go home
Like they
tonight
let all
and
these
somebody
people
whooped
in,
up some.
and look, and there was a whole bunch of people living in
Yeah,
there
they in
that
there
look
cooking
like you,
tiki
that talk like you,
masala.
that just don't
Isn't
give a
that the-
fuck like you.
Wait.
That's
lots
Eminem.
of
And-
lots of curry.
And then all of a sudden, all your neighbors,
a burning
they
curry.
look different, and they drive weird cars, and they cooking that weird smelling Indian food. How you gonna feel about that? Are you okay with that?
You know, you're right. I'm gonna change my opinion on a culinary level. Because I don't want to smell their cuisine.
Yeah,
that
but you know
shit's
what?
strong,
That's
boy.
a typical non-voter. You just will not address the serious issues.
Wait till that time.
How
at
would
night.
you feel if all of a sudden
You see,
in
you're
your
yelling
own-
at him. You promise you
That's
weren't going
cool.
to yell at him. You're starting to get upset.
How would you feel if in your own neighborhood, all of a sudden you're the extreme minority, and you have no idea where your neighbors came from?
So would they be stepping on my toes though, aside from their cooking?
They're using the common areas like you
Yeah,
are.
but are they gonna affect my way of life?
You got to listen to him talk.
Yeah, well,
Come on, you'd be out of
It's
there.
okay.
Teddy.
He's
Be
deflected. He don't
serious.
want to
I know.
answer the question. That's fine.
They
we
think he was an albino Indian guy.
If it gets to a point where it affects my quality of life, yeah, I'd probably pack up and break a lease. But
They'd probably be happy
Ooh,
about
don't
it.
speak so harshly.
I'll break that goddamn
I'll
lease.
break this lease. I'll pay the early termination fee.
But no, I mean, I've never been one to let
I am so glad White Devil is gone.
people in my environment affect my lifestyle. I've just never been one like that.
What if they were all gay people? You moved in a
even-
place and you
Oh,
didn't
God,
realize
the
you moved
gays?
into a gay condo.
Even when there's not walls
Do they
around
have
me, I
those?
have walls here. If that makes any sense, right?
Yeah,
Like, you know,
yeah.
I have walls here. Even when the physical walls aren't there. So, you can't touch me.
What
on
if
a
they
lot of
loud
levels.
though? Two guys loud next, like right in the other, apartment, and they loud, man. Yeah, you know what's happening there.
But that's such a crazy thing.
And they're gay, so they get sex
Right,
a
a
lot.
penis in a butt? Like, that's
It
crazy.
ain't that crazy, dude. It's more and more. The odds are growing.
Yeah, I don't like loud people. You're right.
All right, either way, no matter who they
Yeah.
bang.
They shouldn't let loud people into this fucking country. In fact,
I'm with you.
Yeah, see? We're doing our thing here. So,
fuck the wall. Build a slide.
do you, Wait, hold on. We're getting an update.
we got
George,
an
turn your
update.
god dang mic on.
We have Trump's at 222 and Clinton's at 202.
Whoa! Has California been called yet?
For Clinton.
Uh-oh. California's been called?
Florida has gone to Trump.
Florida went to Trump, guys. Look,
We're
I'm
waiting
telling
on
you.
Minnesota,
Where's
Iowa.
Ohio at?
It's actually
For Trump.
It's north of Louisiana.
Let's go to the map.
Where are we at with?
Yeah, I lost the map.
That's okay.
Hey, scary
Let's
thing
see if
to
I can
think
find
about.
it.
Wouldn't you say the Black Lives Matter movement was the biggest political movement prior to this election? Like they got a lot. It's a political movement.
And
It's paid
we're
for by the
considering that-
Democratic Party.
Why
or
do you keep
members.
saying that?
Because it is. Maybe it's
Ted,
Soros.
have you heard him say that before?
Yeah, go
he
do
thinks
some
the
research.
Black Lives Matter
Was
movement-
financed by the Democratic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a major donor of the Democratic
That's a
Party.
fact?
Yeah, I looked it up. You can do the
Okay, no,
trail.
no, I'm not
I don't
asking
know
you
all
to-
the names because I don't care that much.
Yeah.
I just saw Black Lives Matter movement. I'm like, somebody's funding this, especially when you start getting stars involved in Hollywood to where it's really getting pumped on the news. There's going to be somebody in here who goes and gets it trademarked and like the the website. I mean, they have. You saying no?
No.
I went and followed it, and supposedly, it's one of the major Democratic Party, funding, which I thought made sense. You get a political movement going before a major election.
That's
I
the
think it's a
means, yeah.
political movement, don't you?
I think it's like anything that
It is
the
weird that there was a
left-wing-
string of some craziness going on, and all of a sudden it disappeared.
No, it's still going on. You
Cops
just
get-
don't hear about
Well,
it
that's what I'm
because
saying,
the Black
right?
Lives Matter movement
Police
isn't
being
pumped in
shot,
the media.
riots, things like that. It is. I'm not saying one way or the other, but it is strange. Don't you
Right,
think that
okay.
that's
Well, my
a
point
thing,
is,
and all of a sudden it's time to elect somebody and radio silence on that?
Yeah.
my point is, I remember America post Obama. And dude, Democrats were pissed. And when I say Democrats, I mean certain groups in the Democratic voting populace were pissed. And when fucking Bush left and Obama came in, it got kind of a little quieter. They quelled them a little bit. And then it started growing, and now Trump gets in. I really feel we're close to like a major, almost civil war, to where you saw what happened and they shut down police departments in cities. If you get that countrywide because you're pissed that Trump is in office, you're looking at America that's
about
not going to be a fun place to live in.
Internationally, much less nationally.
Well, internationally, we spend so much. We have like every other country in the world, I think, could put their navies together, and we still have a larger one. Like, I don't think military.
Threw a shoe at George Bush.
I don't think
Imagine
any-
what they're going to throw at Donald Trump.
No country wants, I think, go to war. It's usually when somebody goes and takes resources.
Man, I wish I knew what these numbers meant because it seems like it.
Anybody got a?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
It's-
every station.
So Ted, while George is trying to figure out the numbers and we're waiting for a clean update,
Right.
do you watch my show?
Between you and me?
You watch my show, Wine and Cheese?
Yes, I do.
With Mark?
I do.
Did you watch?
I
Uh-oh.
usually listen more to it because I'm driving.
Oh, and that's fine.
So yeah. I mean,
That's acceptable.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Yeah.
Did you listen to last week's episode?
Was that the one where you talked about artist entrance, or was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, artist entrance was not last week.
So he only listens when it's something to do with him.
And that's fine. I understand that.
Oh,
And that's
yeah.
fine.
That's the average
selfish
listener.
and
That's fine.
egotistical. So if it has
Have you
nothing to
heard
do-
us do Band-Aids, the segment?
Yes, that I have.
How do you feel about that when we're giving our opinion on bands and things? Do you think it's, you seem like a reasonable dude that I kind of want your opinion. Like, do you think are we overstepping our boundaries?
I think it was wise when you guys spread it out to more of a widespread bands to choose from nationally, not just your buds. I think that's probably.
Really?
I just don't.
You
think
just think
that's
it's a
good-
better decision to.
So it's okay to
I don't
make
think it's
fun
a
of
good
somebody. How
formula.
much money does somebody have to make before it's okay to make fun of them?
Enough for them to be a couple states away from you when you
That's
decide
it.
to critique
Another
them.
state. So if somebody's in another state, then we can make fun of them.
Well, it's the whole.
And wait, we're saying make
We're
fun
not
of. We're not
making
making
fun of them.
We're
Well, no.
being honest.
Constructive criticism.
No.
but not everybody can
Let's
take
be
it.
perfectly honest.
It's
I'm
not
not
even
going to sit here and
constructive
say it's
criticism.
all constructive criticism.
No.
It's me watching it, giving it my opinion, and trying to be entertaining, so people don't click the button and just get off of my show.
Yeah.
You know.
I try to act like the camera's not there, and finally I can start to forget about it, which is probably a bad thing considering we're doing a show. But I just want to watch the video and talk to Cheese like nobody's listening.
Yeah, fundamentally, it's
And
a
to me,
great
that's what's
idea.
fun.
But when you guys, like for instance, went to Insane Clown Posse, that was okay. They're not gonna hit one of the local bands here and possibly start
Really?
some shit. Yeah.
Is that what
I
you
don't
think?
care,
No.
personally.
But you okay? your
doesn't
perception your perception is that when we talk about someone local, we're stirring up some shit.
I think that you open up the possibility of offending someone, and I know that that's a big issue with you guys. I'm not one of them, but the whole idea is that for the majority of the people that you guys have talked about, they've been close, they've been buddies, they've been people you socialize with. It almost, kind of gives you
So you
a
don't
little bit of a
think-
pass.
So you don't think we should evaluate or review or give our opinion on people
No.
just because we know them?
No. Didn't say that.
How about this? What if one
I'm
week?
confused.
What if I am too? That's what I'm saying. I'm confused
are we
because
doing
I think,
better
I
than
think
that?
you're being very vague about this.
Of
and
course.
I don't. So how about if next week Wine and Cheese did Band-Aids and we did one of your books?
Okay.
Oh, I ain't reading one of his books.
Of course we're not.
I guess
Play
it comes to-
along.
Oh,
Not
oh.
reading.
All right. You got any audiobooks?
But no. You know what? Let's do one right now.
Hey, I'll read a part of his book
I
when
can
it's
do
a-
a Band-Aids
Yeah.
on you right now.
Hey, wait. I'll read a part
I
of
went
his
to
book
the
with my name's in it.
I went to the artist entrance the first night that y'all did it, Southport Hall. It's on
Southport
Tuesdays.
Hall.
The next artist entrance will be on November 29th. I think the featured artists are going to be you as the literary person.
Yeah, he's gonna read.
Don Cooper. See, this is how I do it. I plug it and then shit on it, and that's how I get away with it. But I don't. Don Cooper is going to be the visual person, and there's a musical, Billy Shire.
Billy Shire.
Okay.
Monkey
So I
Bird.
saw the first week, right? So if I was gonna do a Band-Aids on Ted Torres's performance, I would say
Wait, he's on every week?
no. He was at the artist entrance. There are 3 spotlighted people, but then people can sign up and come and do their own thing. Right.
Oh, okay.
The first week you signed up and you did a short story and you read it out loud, right?
Right.
So what I would have said is, I really enjoyed the story. I just wish it would have been shorter.
Yes.
Right? So
Like a paragraph.
what's wrong with saying that?
What's
man?
wrong with you, dude?
Nothing at all. And I agree with you. When I was done reading it, I think the first thing I said was, I thought this was a lot shorter.
Right? And that's it. I don't understand what's wrong with saying, man, that shit was really
How long
intriguing,
was
but it
it?
went on a little longer than I thought it should have.
Well, how much longer?
Wait. I'm not
Like
saying.
this show?
See, and it's okay to say that.
No, it hurt.
I would say,
Well, let me ask you this: has anyone locally been that offended where you guys have been like, "What the fuck"?
all of them, every single one of them.
Why do you think that's the case?
Because
Because
they're
says
delusional.
hurtful things.
Because they're delusional and
You don't think it's just because they heard it? as opposed to say Insane Clown Posse, who probably didn't hear.
No, those dudes
Your
wouldn't have gave a
No,
fuck.
it's not. Ted, when you're somebody who's gonna force yourself into people's faces,
That I
like
get.
that's what I think it is. You're the one who shoved this thing in my face. Oh, I wish you had a mic on, Allie. But that's what. So, you know what? I want you to open up a little bit about this because I could tell you think we're wrong when we do this.
No, I don't.
You're wrong.
No. I'm saying you think we're being harsh and we're going and we're talking about things we shouldn't
No, I'm
talk about.
saying that you risk offending the easily offended.
So
Locally.
that's my point. They're easily offended,
Yeah,
and
of
that's not
course.
my fault. If you're easily offended, go read a library book. Don't
Hey,
fucking.
wait, and time out. If it goes on, we have to branch out the mainstream artists because you're not getting constant local art. And then once you do it once, you don't want to constantly get on and bash the band. You know what I'm saying? You want to. They put out something. We try to review it, give it attention, whether it's good or bad attention. We're still giving it attention, but then we have to be honest about it. Unless you want to pay us to lie, I'll lie. If a band gives us, $20 for our show, I will lie about your band and say
me
I like
too.
your video.
That's
Yeah,
going
me
right.
too, for sure. I'll lie.
$20.
Yeah.
Whose is this?
There's nothing in it. It's
Oh wait, no.
I'll do.
Dude, if you
I'll
ever
do
seen
Band-Aids
the
and everybody
Molly
in this
Ringwalds,
20, 40, 60.
Yeah.
the Molly Ringwalds is so good. The lead singer only needs a little powder, kind of like cheese. That's it. Hey, $20.
That's all I'm saying.
I can't wait to see them at Viva
majority
La
of-
Raza.
The majority of the guys that you've talked about have been locals, people that you know. So it's just dangerous that you.
Very disrespectful.
You just got to pull through. You got to push through.
That you open
Hey,
yourself
he gave
up
me
to
20
risk
bucks.
offending the easily offended. That's all.
Man,
I'm not one of them.
Yeah, and
I think the majority of the people you've talked about that are friends of ours aren't those types of
Well, we
and,
don't know
and look,
they're
let me
that
tell you
way
something.
until you
You're
do it.
wrong. You're
Yeah,
wrong
probably
about
am.
that because every single one of these motherfuckers has gotten through to me on some channel, whether it's my friend, whether it's.
I hear you're very persecuted when it comes to things like that. They take avenues to get at you rather than right.
Yeah, rather than come on this show that's an
Little
hour
bastard.
long every week.
Not anymore, they won't.
What does that mean?
Because you've been saying it too much. Now
Say it-
nobody's going to do it. They only say that stuff because they think it won't get back to you because they're fucking cowards, unlike us.
No.
We say what the fuck we got to say.
Bad
That way
publicity
you
is
don't
good
have to hear little fucking mice over there squeaking fucking information. This person said this and they can't. They had a little gossip mill. How much gossip do you have to spread? What you got on everybody? If you want to know how cheese I feel, you have to tune in, especially me. Not so much. He is always on the fence. I think sometimes he's just trying to be hurtful. Kind of like with the Absence Project. He was saying
You had to say their name. You had to say their
I
name
do.
on my show.
We do. We've been talking about the Absence Project. No,
Well-
it's his. Look at the decor.
So look, can we get a look at the fucking fuck you? Can we, George? Can we get a fucking an update
whoop.
ever on this entire show?
Who
It's everywhere.
cares?
We have like 4 different numbers.
Is he
Trump's
really?
winning.
So it looks like Donald Trump is winning.
Yeah, what on Fox? What does CNN say? Hillary's winning?
By about 25 electoral
Really?
votes, give or
They're
take.
coming
5.
together.
Told you.
Something like that.
Well,
It's a groundswell. George was right.
Did you expect this?
I used to work my last job before the company I'm with now. Oh wait, I'm talking to you like you don't know who this person is.
I know the address.
Quentin Dastug, about a year and a half ago, him and I he was a senator and political officer in Louisiana for a long time. When he was, oh, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Q was in the Senate. He was in the legislature. Q is behind the gubernatorial race. Like that's one of the things he does is push our current, one of the guys that's running for governor. So he sat down with a couple of the younger guys at our company and got what kind of was asking us questions. And a year and a half ago, I bet him a lunch. I said, Trump's going to win this thing. And Q's like, no way. So because Trump is going to get elected and go through the same exact means that Obama did. Came out of nowhere, put his name on tits, made online videos, like kind of shocked everybody, started saying shit that nobody else had said. And yeah, I've been saying Trump's going to win for a very long time because I think America and most people are just so easily led and swayed that you can get them with shiny stuff, right?
I mean, you wouldn't have voted that way if you didn't think that way. I mean, in this capacity, that it would have been something like this as far as the numbers.
I figured it was going to be right down to the line, and one of them's going to win like 50 point something to 49 point something.
I figured it would be closer.
Yeah. No. It's going to be very close because they'll do it to you like that to keep you watching
How
all
much
night.
longer do we have? 11?
Yeah.
The advertising alone.
We got about 30 minutes, maybe.
You've been.
You think they call it?
We should take a little bit of a thing here. You are an author. You've been writing lately. What you been writing, man? I know you're trying to self-publish another book, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
It's called Darker Prometheus, which is going to be the third book in a trilogy. I'm basically going to reissue my first two books and
Okay.
then release this one at the same time. Almost like a package deal. So that's what I've kind of been working on lately, is kind of going back and reliving where I was when I was writing that material.
So how
It's about
does
you?
Do you
What's it
have?
about?
No. Just, I mean, you got to be in a
Is
certain
it science fiction?
place.
Is it what kind
Um,
of writing is it?
I don't know,
Like a drama
psychological
or what?
thrillers,
Oh,
horror,
really? All
dark. I mean, I've never really been able to put a
It's
label
not
on it,
political.
which is probably why they don't sell, because the first thing that agents and publishers want to know is, well, who's your audience?
Really?
Fuck if I know.
How would you?
Really?
Here's.
Yeah.
Well, who is the character, the main character? What kind of person is it?
Let's see, the first book is called The Petrified Christ. It's about theology students from Loyola that find the body of Christ in South America.
I'm gonna just throw a guess out there. That's also your target market. So I'd go try to sell it to college kids at Loyola. Does that make sense? Like, I think that's your target audience. Who's the most relatable person? Because I think that's why people read books, to give them a sense of adventure or go through something without actually having to go through it. And people usually gravitate to something that they're interested in or can relate to.
It's a good call.
Ted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna describe you as a man who is an artist as well, but has not found a way to make a living off of his art and has to work a regular job like the rest of us. Do you have any advice, or do you even know, for people who have to work a 9-to-5 or a 40-hour-a-week job or have a job? How do you balance doing that and also being a creative person when you're not doing that and producing? I know we battle with it all the time.
Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just don't.
For sure.
But you need to always find the time to do it. Writers write. Painters paint.
Yeah, but writers write and they don't have a 50-hour-a-week job like you do.
Right.
So what do you?
Well, writing is a lot more than just putting pen to paper.
It's drinking, lots of alcohol.
It's lots of drinking.
Ted doesn't drink.
Only when he writes?
No,
you
Ted
don't
doesn't
write-
drink.
You
Ted's
don't drink
not a
while you
drinker.
write?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought all
Ted's
writers drank.
Look, back in the day, this used to be Ready Teddy. Now he's just Ted.
Oh, really? Huh? And you trying to go
I
back
lost
to
my
it.
superpower.
Yeah, you did.
Hey,
Put it
give
down,
Teddy a
Brian.
beer.
Because
Celebrate.
I get like I've had comments told to me that like, oh, I don't understand how you're amazing. You can do all these, and not like no, hold on, not amazing like all the shit you do is awesome. It's just you find time to do a bunch of stuff, right?
Right.
That
And it's just
shotgun
like
hole
you
is
gotta
big.
force that shit in there. And some days you don't want to fool with it, but how do you get yourself to actually? Do you have a process? Do you say I'm gonna write this many hours a week? I'm gonna.
If I have a day off from work, that day probably won't be the day that I write. It usually takes me maybe 2 or 3 days to even get into a mindset where I can sit down and concentrate on that solely. Because I still have ghosts of work and of those responsibilities.
Of course.
A day after the fact. I have to say that I am impressed that you were able to focus that energy in so many different ways, because,
It's fear.
It's
fear and escapism.
yeah. Well, it's absolutely.
It's fear and escapism.
You're running out of time.
He's got
Dickie-
these voices in his
Dickie
head.
was wondering, we have our studio space here, and if you come in here, It's a big room, and there's probably 8 different television screens on. And he's like, "Oh, how do you focus on any of that?" And I said, "I'm not trying to focus on any of it. I'm just trying to focus on anything that, and I don't want to focus on anything else. Everywhere I turn, I want there to be a video or something going on, so I don't have to escape in my own mind."
Well, I
I
took
need a beer.
the fear thing completely
Thank you.
different. I would.
Didn't know you were going down that road, huh, Teddy?
No, I didn't. I would.
You don't know that about. I mean, personally, that's.
Well, I mean, yes, I do. But what I would have thought.
I think
Oh,
this-
hold on.
I
Let's
think
get
this
back
is
to
our
this. Hold
clearest-
on. Let's. We're
I think
gonna.
this is our clearest picture.
Okay.
32 to 209.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. These are the big ones right here, right?
Michigan.
Is this? It's Indiana and Guam.
Michigan.
It's in Wisconsin. Guam.
Wisconsin.
Well, what about here in Texas?
What's the?
Sorry, what?
Have a Texas.
Yeah.
Wait. Who won Ohio? Where's Ohio? Where's Ohio?
Why is Indiana blue?
Where's Ohio?
Oh, it is Indiana. Oops.
Holy shit!
Wow.
He took Ohio, yeah.
Look. I know you have your microphone on, so I can talk to you. If you want to give it to Dickie, so he can.
Gray isn't called yet.
I understand that, but in an election, the big look. The
I mean,
big
I'm shocked
swing
that
states,
Stein got 0.82.
The big swing states
No?
that make the difference,
don't
I
know what any
believe,
of it
are
means.
Florida, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Am I right about that, Dickie?
Sure.
Fucking dick, man.
Dude, I got it all figured out. The
I hope
map
you- I hope
turns
you break
red,
both
and
your
then
hands
Trump
and you can't play
loses. Like,
keyboard.
that's what happens. I figured elections
No,
out
I'm
a
joking.
long
I know
time
your
ago.
elbows are messed up.
I gotta have surgery on that.
Yeah. But
Somehow that map's going to fill up with almost completely red, but then Hillary's going to win.
I know. Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah.
So let's get look. Before we get another update,
Oh, he's the
I feel like
underdog, so
I feel
they-
like we were connecting here. I try and I think I'm not going to say I think because I know. I take on and try to do as many projects and things as possible as a complete distraction
From the voices.
what's inside my brain.
He's friends with the voices in his head.
Which,
what the song
knowing you, I could understand that's what you meant by the fear thing.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I would have taken that, and I take that as meaning personally that fear that we're running out of time, that we can't do all the projects that we want to do.
That's part of it,
So
I guess.
we-
Nah, this is purely so you don't listen to the voices.
Yeah, because
It's
there
the
are always
voices.
people in there like, "Mm."
Yeah.
Get off!
You ever heard of Night Tremors? He's
Oh,
got 'em.
terrors, night
terrors,
terrors.
Night
whatever.
terrors.
Yeah.
The
Nah, 'cause he
night
don't
tremors
really, he
are
don't
big
really watch
lizards.
the show.
He's got night terrors during the day.
Yeah. Well,
That's all.
Ted, you got anything else you wanted to come here and point out? Anything you want to plug? Like, please use this as a.
Hey, when's the artist entrance again?
The artist entrance is the next one's November 29th.
It's you, DP Cooper, and
Me, Cooper,
Billy, Monkey
and
Bird.
Billy. Yeah.
Dude, that's
It's
gonna be awesome.
Yeah, a lot of monkey birds in the house.
How long do you think you're gonna make your writing, your reading?
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna put together something probably a little bit better than last time. Last time I just wanted to participate.
Yeah,
Last time I just wanted to, first of all, find where someone, theoretically in the audience would go, yeah, I'd like to read something, and then get up and do it.
Yeah.
So I was that guy.
Yeah.
Were you nervous?
Yes.
Really, more nervous
Didn't
than
look
play?
like it. He didn't
I've
look
never,
like it.
I've
Really?
never.
He-
done
yeah,
that.
he did a good job.
He
of-
sold it well?
Yeah, he did.
Never done that before. And I think Dickie was telling me I could tell that you were shaking, like the page was doing this.
Yeah.
Oh,
what?
I got you.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
didn't
got
have
you.
a podium for you to like.
Yeah, podium.
Oh yeah.
Next
use
time
it.
we're gonna have a
Well-
stool and a,
Yeah,
and a boom
nice.
mic and
Double up on the meds.
yeah, you
You
know,
know?
everything. Get my head right.
For old
Yeah,
time's
get my
sake.
head right. Everybody act right.
I was
Yeah.
drunk when I wrote it.
Okay, we got
Okay.
George. Get up, turn your goddamn microphone.
So
on.
the
Oh,
that's the website on the screen. That's 209 to 238, and what we're seeing here is different. 209 to 254.
Whoa! Mr. Donald J. Trump.
But what do you think?
Middle
this
name
is?
Jupiter.
How do you interpret this?
Well, you add all these
No,
numbers
no,
up
no,
and
no,
they-
no, no.
Oh.
I mean,
You'd have to add up all the gray and see if
How do I
realistically
interpret
she
this?
could win.
The blue places is where all the
No.
people live.
Look, it's like
That's how I
Ritz.
want.
You
Look,
got a
here's
20.
the people. Here's the people. Here's the people.
Look, you got a 20 right
Not-
there.
Not what I
You see
meant,
the 20?
but
If she wins the 20 and the 6,
but why do you think that's happening?
Combination.
That's what I mean.
Okay, why do I think
how do
Donald
you
Trump is-
translate
Why do I think Donald Trump is winning, or why do I think the states are winning?
Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton? Why do you think that's happening?
Okay,
he
here's
voted
a-
for him.
Is
Here's
it,
a
where does the trust stop and then start again, and with whom and why?
because
More than the other.
I feel like Hillary Clinton has a robot underneath her skin, and I think everybody realizes that. I don't think that anybody, even
It's
women,
birth
I
control.
don't think women look at Hillary Clinton and identify with her. I think women look at her and go, I don't want my daughters being that type of woman.
Oh, really?
And I really think that's what they, and I really think that's.
What if everybody was beaten to the head that she was going to be the next president, so they wanted to go fuck with shit to see if we really could?
Same
like,
thing.
hey, you know what? Let's just
That's-
see if it's fake. We
I
can
don't
hold
think-
off on the first woman
I think there's a lot of people that have been on the fence that identify with Donald Trump because I truly believe, me being one of them, that I don't want America be the place that every foreign person can just run in on.
Yeah.
And he's saying, military, bolster the military, build the wall, take our jobs back. I think people identify with that.
That's because they're not intelligent, but that don't go for the reverse voter. It's just not
They're
smart
not
thinking.
intelligent, Mark.
Look,
That's
the
what-
bottom line is ideology. If people say something about America's not ready for a woman president, that's just fucking dumb. They're not ready to be a fucking
Oh, yeah, the
socialist
woman has
country.
nothing to do with it.
Maybe the vote for Trump is, you know what, the government's too big. But the people who are on the tit when the tit runs dry.
Guys,
Thanks, brother.
Oh, now it is.
try it.
My feelings are hurt.
I'm carrying him, Dickie. I'm carrying him.
Later.
Right to your brother.
I
gotta go board up the house.
historically, though, I mean, the red states, for the most part, you see there vote against their best interest. They just always do.
Yeah.
CNN's being
So-
very conservative with their.
Okay, they're not.
closer.
So CNN's not releasing.
Well, they're not calling it.
They're not calling the states yet for because it's close, and that's probably what they should do.
But Fox News is all over it. They're like, well, fuck, he's fucking.
Oh, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are.
Oh, man.
Well, Mark, what do
It's
you?
only just begun.
We've been doing this thing for I don't know, a couple hours. I
Yeah,
mean,
wow.
we can wrap the thing up. Look, we're going to be here watching the results. I'm pretty sure Trump's probably going to win, like I said from the beginning. Next week's Band-Aid is going to be Donald Trump. We're going to fix this MFer.
That's right. We're going to fix Donald.
You got anything
President
else you think
Donald.
we need to cover, or?
No, go check out NotRealRadio.com, ZombiesEatingSheep.com. Thank you, Allie Mayday, for stopping by.
Hell yeah.
That was fun to hang out
Allie,
with them.
Mayday, I'm glad. It took me a second to get through the hard candy shell of Not Real Radio, but I was happy that they came by because they did. I finally got some real opinions out of them, and I appreciate that. And that's the thing. I don't think anybody should be persecuted or challenged for their opinions. If it's what you think, it's what you think.
I agree.
If you think that dead cat should be president, by all means,
Yeah.
vote for the dead cat. Vote for the dead cat.
Inanimate object you can trust.
Yeah, right. He won't fuck you over.
He's gonna do.
George, any final words before we get out? It's okay. You don't have to.
No, we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm with you. At this point, it's a coin flip. This has been Wine and Cheese. We'll be back here next Wednesday, same time, and we'll talk about who won, who didn't. Band-Aids, Donald Trump. I'm going to bet. And until
Two
then,
guys' lives live.
two guys' lives live.
And Ted.
And Ted. So until next time, this is Wine and Cheese. Talk to you then. Hell yeah.